Because
Alright.
yeah.
So, last we had left off, the group had arrived to the capital of Triple Abbey, to where they had a brief moment, or at least Ash did, of meeting the man known as Wolf Otegra, the co-signer, business partner, uh, acquaintance of Yanetta, your current companion who has hired you, and giving you your first assignment to head out into the Ulsterstrom Desert to old ruins of Artificer and to discover what may lie there. But however, you all have differentiating plans. After talking with her some more, discussing money issues and deadlines, you had decided to try to find a way to extend this out a little bit more so you could explore your area to its utmost. One of you especially pushing that, Miss Lonnie, wanting to go visit the capital of light, where you have heard from the King Odrin himself that there happens to be teaching there in terms of magical kind, and you're very intrigued, and you got your party members on attached to this also as well, being very intrigued. And so, after conversing with Yanetta and coming up to some decisions, she agreed that this would be fine, since you could be with her to accompany her to a mansion where she wished to speak with somebody that she had heard does trade in terms of artifacts. Not entirely crazy trade, but she thinks it would be a very good start to the business. To where that's where she's first heading off, and it happens to be along the same crossroad between you all and the Capital Light. And so, after hopping on to this trolley of yours onto the crossroads and beginning your trek, you all have spent the last 2 to 3 days on this trolley, occasionally stopping for certain reasons. At one point, the trolley was slightly broken down, and my sister's now in my room. And we're recording.
How was that one?
Fine. Normal.
Yeah, you
Sorry,
tell him,
my-
sis.
Oh, we're lovable.
You tell him.
Lovable? Is this what a new Cleo looks like?
As soon as she said that, Cleo bit her arm.
No,
This
she
is-
didn't
this
bite me.
is
Now
in-
she's about to bite me.
This
We're
is
good.
indeed what the new Cleo looks like.
Yes. What do you want?
I don't know, I was just saying how Cleo is.
Alright.
She's
I'm gonna ignore
Okay.
you now.
playful but lovable at the same time. Nope, that would not.
Partway through your trip on the trolley, through the crossroads, the trolley had to be stopped for a while due to some brief repairs on the arcane structure keeping it moving. But that in of itself is brief, taking it about an hour. And you were all back on the road again before finally, as this next day comes, let me pull up my calendar to find what day of the week you guys are in. Funny little calendar, you gotta pull up information. That I rely on, cause my dumbass didn't load it beforehand. Ugh. And it won't load. Oh no.
Oh,
The
see.
benefits of being a DM. Shared struggles.
Hope y'all can't hear that.
I don't know what it was,
Cleo.
but the answer is yes.
It's Cleo being
She's doing
extra
that.
dumb.
Anyways,
Good
it's
dumb cat.
currently the 18th of the month of life, more specifically the second month of life, as you guys are coming upon a very, as you guys feel the trolley come to a stop, and some of you a little bit just tired from all of the just sitting and doing nothing or talking amongst yourselves. or Timberpelt and Lonnie, learning their respective books. You look over and you see a very almost Germanic kind of mansion. It reminds you a little bit of the structure of homes that were in the Elven nation, or the Nations Alliance, or the beep 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 beep, the United Nations.
Personally, I couldn't agree more with that description.
But it's a very large home by the looks of it. Maybe about 3 stories. Very huge. You can see a beautiful opening garden. And the cart comes to a stop as the man running it pulls on the lever. And it kind of jolts for a minute. And Ash, you kind of feel yourself stumble forward for a second, trying to regain yourself as you're still standing just in the middle of this. As
Nice.
as the person running the trolley will look behind himself and be like, "All right, we're in front of the Vrow Mansion. Those who are willing to step out, step out. You have 5 minutes."
Sorry.
Minato.
I'm leaving the group. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, and also I'm sorry if you can hear that behind me.
We can't.
I don't know
Okay.
what it is, but I also can hear it, just like Cleo's cat that nobody else could hear.
Okay. That's good.
But Ash, you have to like do a kind of a backward step as you get out of the trolley. Minato will follow, just kind of nervously holding her briefcase, like, "Oh, this will be interesting," as you guys step out.
Wait, this is our destination?
This is our.
This is the mansion.
This is a step towards our final destination.
How long would we have to wait for the train to come back, though?
We would have to wait.
Wow. Or for another train to pass through?
Another train should come from down in Cherry Bell in about a day.
Okay.
Yeah, so we shouldn't have to wait too long.
I don't mind waiting a long time. We get to see new things.
Yes, and hopefully we're at least somewhat welcome here. Otherwise, we're gonna have to sleep outside, which is fine. Cleo.
I'm assuming that Jake also fell forward.
Yeah. You would have, like, as the trolley came to the stop, he would have just like hit the floor and just scrambled back up and been like, "I am okay." I forgot to add in the introduction that during your time in Triple Abbey, 2 of you, being Shuma and Ash, had come across a very dashing, might I say, small tabby cat by the name of Jake Nightstar, who offered to walk you back to your group and ended up finding his way into joining. Begrudgingly, some of you, but he is a kind soul, however, doing his best to be his best. As you guys exit the cart, as Jake stands in front of all of you, looks at this big mansion and goes, "Wow! Big house!"
Big house,
Very big
small
house
cat.
indeed.
Yes.
Big rich house.
Yes,
Oh, it belongs to
can't
Richard?
imagine. No,
It's Rich House.
the only information I have of the
Witch's
person living
house.
here is the last name of Rao, which
That's quite
I guess is
rousing.
enough. So, politeness, no back talking, just being entirely courteous would be preferred, if you would.
Of course. Politeness and puns. You got it. Title of the episode. Nailed it.
You said the thing. You said the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
She will lead the way as Jake will like make sure to keep a step behind her, just knowing like, yes, She runs this. I am merely the bodyguard. As you guys will head your way towards this ever-growing mansion, almost, as you guys step closer. Like, it's a little bit further away. It's like about 200 feet from you all as you step away from the trolley and it takes off. And as you gain closer, it grows in size. You can see like a large shack in the middle of this garden, as well as like tables that are in the garden that you can tell should be used, but from what you can see, one of the chairs entirely around it, like its legs, is covered in vines and grass as if it's never been moved. And then one other chair is flipped to where it's on the table and its legs are in the air, kind of how you would in like a shop where you put a chair up like that. And it's been like that for a long time. You can see the dust settled over. You can see that the garden is not very well trimmed the further you get in. There's a lot of weeds and overgrown grass, except for the stone walkway leading up, which in of itself is sprinkled in like weeds and such, but you can see that the only thing they cared to have a walkthrough of is the walkway, is to like keep that clean. So it doesn't seem like they really care much for the outer part of their home. As you all approach this large dark oak door covered in metal and with one big knocker on it.
That sound of somebody disconnecting, was somebody knocking on the front door.
And who's going to knock on the front door?
I will.
Shoot. Oh, I guess.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm spotlight hogging. I noticed I'm gonna go for it and then realize that Shuma wants to do it, and so I back up.
I'm back. Sorry.
Hello, Beck.
And-
Sorry.
Shuma's just gonna walk over to the door real quick and just give it a quick knock. Just like, it's very pretty out here. I love all the overgrown plants and stuff.
Honestly, yeah, the overgrown nature, very pretty.
Very pretty.
Very
I love
homey.
when nature takes back what it's theirs.
As you do you use the knocker to knock, or do you knock with just your hand?
I think with just my hand. I feel like the knocker is a bit too small for my hand. Is it a really big knocker?
It's a fairly large knocker. It's like the size of your head, maybe a little bit smaller.
I've seen knockers this large
Yeah,
before.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Those are pretty big knockers.
I usually see them on pretty big doors.
Yeah, you know, they're pretty big.
Alright, bit's going too far.
Okay.
I don't see any more doors or knockers in our future.
Okay.
I'll use the knocker.
Okay. You take hold of the knocker, and it takes you for a minute to lift it, as it's a bit rusty. But you manage to pull it and then knock with it, and it makes like a solid just poo, poo, poo. As you kind of stand back a little bit, just taking in the scenery, as maybe about like 2 minutes pass, and you don't really get a response.
Nobody's home, maybe?
Is this Jim?
There's nobody appears to be home. Wait, is the door locked or is it open?
You want to check?
Yeah, I'm just gonna open it and see if it's locked.
As you push on the door, you realize it's unlocked, as the door will and begin to open,
And
like
then,
both the doors.
as Ripley starts to open it, I think Fawn is gonna attempt, very poorly probably, because super weak, to pull it back closed again before we go inside.
Okay.
To pull the door open or pull?
Closed.
I can
Again,
pull
because
closed.
I think the fact that nobody answered probably means we shouldn't trespass and randomly walk inside. I think we should walk around the outside.
She's gonna look at Lonnie with like with a look like with how I say this, with like a dumbfounded look like.
Listen,
you're the same one.
we don't know the personality of the person we're going to talk with. We don't know what defenses they have. The
I was just
place where
gonna.
I trespassed before had a sign saying it was for employees, meaning that it probably wasn't trapped or anything that we needed to worry
Just gonna
about.
answer.
Ash
He's
just checks
gonna
for
She's
traps.
just gonna answer.
I continue talking about it and then realize that Ripley's gone inside already.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna go inside and just say, hello?
Okay,
Anyone home
Ash,
today?
were you were saying something?
I'm looking for traps.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Just like. Okay.
Nice.
From your
22.
thorough investigation, you look around and it doesn't appear to be trapped at all, as like the door has opened, and as Ripley enters inside and the door's opened a bit more by Ash, you all realize that it is lit inside. There's a large chandelier overhanging a head as it's lit on it's very much lit. New candles by the looks of it. You can see on the wall like a portrait of a what appears to be a almost a younger woman, but from those who know elves, this is obviously probably not a young woman. Uh, with facing towards where you can see the right side of their face, and you can see they have an entire ear missing, as they're just kind of looking sternly towards whoever painted them as they're being painted, like almost like they don't want to be painted. And you can see just a second floor of like an overhang with no stairs leading up to it, as this is a very large opening room with two doors on either end and a third door in the center. And it looks like there's somebody living here, but it's silent, quiet, and still. Too silent.
Ripley's just gonna yell and say, hello?
Ash is
Is
just like,
anyone home today?
Lippy, come back. Lippy, and she just starts going, go back out the door, go back out the door. And starts pushing people to go back.
You hear the sound of footsteps approach. As you hear, it's not from anywhere in the room. It seems overhead as you hear footsteps approach, and those who look up will see a small hand kind of go over the railing as the person from the portrait, looking the same, will look over. Dark, almost black blue hair, very pretty, kind of neutral gender face, with a part of their face looking scarred over. Will just kind of look over at you all. Well, I see you have made yourself welcome into my home. May I help you?
Yanetta, this is you.
Right. She's gonna just kind of shuffle forward. Sorry for the intrusion. I just kind of watched in shock. I do apologize. I came here in order to speak with Miss Vrau. That is me. What do you want? She's gonna open her briefcase really fast. I have some documents here, and Vrau's just gonna put her hand up. Let me come downstairs. I cannot see this far away. And she will come down. She would like leave the area that she's at, like the upstairs area. And you're gonna see the door that's in the center, the farthest from you all, open, as a very small, petite young woman will walk out, wearing like a robe, as she has it kind of closed over, and she's got both of her arms covering herself as she'll approach. And she'll just kind of look over all of you, just kind of like assessing the situation before approaching a little bit closer until she's like 10 feet away from you all. She says there were documents. What is the offer? And will get only 2 feet closer before pulling out some documents. I'm starting a shop with a coworker of mine, and these people are helping me with it. We are avid collectors of artifacts and works, and I know you were a collector, and I was hoping to maybe try to work out some business with you. Oh, okay. That makes more sense. I'm sorry to politely decline, but uh, my works are not really for trade, or for buying. Uh, they are more of a collection. Okay. Really don't know what to say here at this point.
Doesn't mean that you still can't be a customer of our work since you seem to appreciate the finer arts.
I very much do, yes. It's been a lifelong passion. Who are all of you? Where are you from? You don't feel like you are from around here. Pardon me, but,
I'm from my
I will,
mother's stomach.
yeah, I can only imagine you are. So, you, um,
Uh,
am
we're
I allowed to
from.
know the name of my intruders?
Well, the name is well, the name is Whipley.
The propul's
You roll
gonna
me a perception check, by the way, as everyone introduces himself, Ripley.
Oh,
Alright. Me doing a perception check?
Yes, just you. Everyone else just do introductions.
okay.
as everybody
Okay.
does their introductions, I'm gonna do a little, like, kind of floating, what looks like little bubbles above their name, with a little arrow pointing down as they're introducing themselves with minor illusion.
You don't notice
Um,
anything.
The propul's gonna raise up his right arm to help single himself out in an introduction, saying, "Hello, my name's Propel.
Yeah, that's Timber Pill.
I'm from Ashenland.
Did you say Ash?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
What about the rest of you? Is the same?
Yes.
That name sounds familiar.
If somebody said something, I didn't hear what they said.
It's
Did somebody say anything?
Oh, I
No.
guess not. Okay.
well, we plan on purveying abandoned temples and things for potential lost artifacts in this continent. We are wondering if you would like to be a customer of such bars.
Oh, okay.
Customer or trade partner?
Customer, trade partner, any part that you wish to take.
Depends on the value of the artifacts. I
Of
have
course.
many under my belt. So
I don't
it
see
would
any
have
under
to
your
be very.
belt. You're wearing a
It's a
belt?
figure of speech.
Who's
I'm
who's
sure
the
you're
figure?
aware, though. I can sense the sarcasm in
Yeah,
your
that's me.
voice.
Yeah. I figured you liked
I apologize.
dark sarcasm humor with a stoic demeanor, you know?
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, as Ash was saying,
It must be very powerful to be.
I was
Yeah.
once, yes.
Oh, once.
I just live here alone now.
What
Solitude
about
is my
your
preference.
family?
Dead. But as all things come and go, things die, things live. I am not present.
Oh,
Since you are all here and promising a kind of business, which I am not perturbed by, perhaps a place to stay is welcome. Maybe not to spend the night here, but at least to spend some time here. I have food. If you all like tea, I can make tea.
actually, I have not eaten anything for a
Maybe,
while.
That would
maybe
be
a
delightful.
maybe as well a tour of what artifacts I have on hand might give you an idea of what kind of
Curious.
water you are treading. Also, I never got. She's gonna point at Ash, your name, point at Shima, your name, and point at Lonnie and your name.
You may call me Shuma.
I think Ash just points above himself and just like to the minor illusion that Lonnie created. It's Ash.
I'm gonna strike a regal pose and take 1 foot forward and say, my name is Jake Nightstar, protector of this crew.
No, you are not. I am Jake Nightstar, he says as he's coming out from like the door. He's like coming in. Sorry, I was keeping watch. I don't know if there's any foul themes at play here. But I am Jake Nightstar.
I am a
That is
foul
Lonnie the
fiend.
Pitiful.
Anyway.
They'll never steal the
Me,
cat.
Copia. She wishes to be me.
Great, Lonnie, you let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah, it did. Good job.
Or in this case, the cat in the house.
Excellent.
But,
Yeah.
introductions aside, well, I guess I should. Miss Frau is what you've been calling me, but you just may call me for me.
Call me for me?
For me.
For me?
Who should I call for you?
No, just call me for me.
Okay. So I'm gonna call me for you?
No.
I'm sure you must have gotten that a lot. That's probably why you really don't like
Hey!
people.
Allie!
I have not. You are the first and probably the worst.
The
Allie,
first and the worst. I like that title. I think I'm
are they
gonna write
wearing
it
an
down.
eye patch?
No.
No
You
kidding?
can, like, if as you look her over, you do realize she is, like, the part of her face that's scarred, the eye, is entirely glazed white. But the other eye is still brimming with life.
Good to know.
You're welcome. I gave it to Casey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the cough.
You're fine.
It's okay. I think we need some cough drops for Ripley.
I have tea that
apologize.
would help.
Well,
Also,
pleasure to meet you for me.
Pleasure's mine.
Wait, pleasure to meet who for you?
Alright, let's go ahead and
Okay.
settle down. You can go into the next room. I will get dressed.
also, I'm just saying, if you're living alone, or even if you're not living alone, you should really invest in a lock.
The door was open. I
Not
apologize.
many people come by,
Well,
and
you-
most
you-
of the time, I'm able to hear knocking, so I guess I didn't hear it this time.
True, and also, your mansion is directly in front of a train station or a trolley station. So, without a
Yes.
lock and being directly in front of a trolley station, there's gonna be people. So, as Ash said, lock is a good idea.
Normally, I do lock when I leave home, but today was just different, I guess.
That's fair.
But, yes,
One of those
just
weird days.
go into the room behind me. I'm going to head in.
Everyone's inside on here.
You also said
Okay.
yourself you have artifacts, so I would assume that people would also might be interested in that. Well, I guess not.
Sometimes, yes, but most of the time, They never come with the right amount of money. I am a very shrewd woman.
I'm not talking about people intending you to give money for it. I'm talking about people who tend to get it for free.
They never come out alive, if that's what you're guessing.
Oh dear.
Good to know.
All right, we'll go in the other room and wait for you for me.
She'll just gesture behind her to the door and head into one of the other doors to go get dressed, you're guessing.
Okay.
Does anyone have any water? I didn't mean to choke. Or cough.
I don't have any liquids on me at this moment.
I got a water skin.
I need one of those.
I need water. Didn't mean to cough there.
I think Ash just pats Ripley on the back.
Yeah, there's that insight. Sorry it was so late.
I'm gonna text you something.
Okay.
God. I don't know what came of me. But thank you, Jack. Oh, Jake, right? Sorry.
What? What did I
Wait.
do?
Wait, oh, easy. Ah, god damn it.
Your support was there, Mr. Jake Nightstar.
My support's always here. I am Jake Nightstar.
And you should always
Gosh,
think.
gosh.
Scratching his face. Just massive palm, just like squeezing his whole face. Just
That is wonderful.
Big mommy.
What did you say?
That's just me. That's just a play. No way. That's just me saying. That's just me and player saying that.
Oh no, sounded like your dead voice.
I'm coughing. Okay. I just realized something, and I won't
What
say
did?
it.
Oh, okay.
No, just me, player. Like I just realized something, but I won't say it.
Player the player.
Yeah, I
Shit.
just realized something. Damn, that hit me like a fucking storm.
Just get you some tea.
I would love that.
Miss Ripley, do you recognize her?
On
The
me.
woman we just met.
Recognize her?
No.
I don't know why, but I have this sense that she sees something familiar about you. Maybe a Yuan-Ti in her past life, or maybe someone of your...
Wait. Allie, can I roll a history?
I mean, sure. Nothing rings a bell.
I don't know what you mean, Shuma. I've never met her. I mean, has there been Yuan? She's just gonna to like look at Jake and just say, "Hey, has there been any Yuan-Tis, like snake people like me here? In this land?"
He's gonna kind of like furrow his little furry brow and just kind of stare at you and just be like, I think so. I've seen plenty of snakes in my time.
Large ones like me that talk.
Not ones that talk.
Okay, that's gonna give me a bit of a idea.
Plenty of large snakes. There are multiple.
And you said that you said that she looked at me like. Wait, how do you know that, Shuma?
I have this way with people. She seemed to have a, not fondness, but like a, something about you remarkable. Maybe your race, maybe your attitude, maybe your attire, maybe your silhouette. Lights coming in from there, it's a dimly lit room. Maybe
Maybe
you reminded her of someone.
maybe she just has a thing for snakes.
I
Maybe
would
we
have
should
sensed
just
something like
focus
that.
on what's at hand and focus on the business part of things instead of trying to read
Oh,
her. I feel
of
bad we
course.
broke into her
Of
house.
course.
We
Oh,
will
oh,
make a
by the way,
deal.
Miss Ripley.
Yanetta, we
I mean,
will make
adorable
a
though.
deal for you and for me.
Shimo will just like lean over to Ripley really close, like, she didn't find you attractive. I would have known.
Great. That's good to know.
You
Don't
all
worry,
kind of
you'll find your
talk
person.
walk into the following room, and you'll find that it's a very nice like dining room. Uh, fairly not large table, but a decently sized one. As well as like from what you can tell, she's already kind of had set up like where she's had breakfast. Like you can see like partially eaten food. You can see she has like a small still hot tea kettle with just one cup on it, of course. As well as a pitcher of water as well. And that only has one cup. And you guys are just kind of taken in by the side of this room, which those of you, all of you, except for Jake, who's just standing there stupidly, you can sense the arcana around you as you look up, and you can see walls littered with various artifacts, swords. You can see a large tapestry imbued with arcana. You can see like a partially opened, what once was a mimic is now dead, pinned to the wall with its tongue hanging out, as it's laid there on the wall, mummified in its pure glory, as well as various other things attached as well. Glass displays of scrolls and items of different various types.
Yeah. They,
This
they
is a
they weren't
very
kidding.
remarkable place.
They weren't kidding. Damn, look at this stuff they have.
Maybe she was a huntress?
I mean, I would imagine. I mean, look at this stuff.
Yeah, I don't think that you would want to mimic the dead monster on the table unless you were the one that killed it.
Wait, what?
Well, the dead
Oh, damn.
mimic. The dead mimic.
Oh,
I don't think you would want a dead mimic like on your mummified and things unless you were the one that killed it.
True, it might be
how
a
long?
trophy.
How long? I mean, I was about to say how long does it look like it's been dead? Does it look fresh or does it look old?
It looks pretty old. Like it hasn't deteriorated, but you can tell like it's been dead for a while. Like its teeth are like yellowed, and you can see like its lolling tongue is like slightly discolored now. Even that's kind of deteriorated away, but it's seeming to maintain itself somehow.
Well, that goes to show you that that you don't uh, fuck with her. She does mean business.
Duly noted.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's ever heard of it's like Sloan a dragon. We can ask her if they really true make enemies for life.
Damn.
That's also that's true. You should ask her that.
If she wants to.
Well, I mean, she's most likely some form of caster. Most likely. Could be ranged or something else.
I don't know. You should never judge someone by their physique. They're always full of surprises.
Maybe, have you seen a scar on her face? She has seen some. She has been to some stuff.
Maybe she
True.
controls the undead, and this whole realm is a weird box of puppets.
Well,
Hope you don't
that,
jinx us.
Oh, I promise you, I am not that cunning. And she's
Oh
just
shit!
walking in fully dressed with
Oh
like a
Jesus
few
Christ!
extra with a few extra like cups in her hands. I'm sorry,
You'd
did I
tell me if
frighten
I
you?
was right, right?
About what?
Oh, the guess.
I would tell you. Do not worry. In fact, you would probably already be dead if that was your guess.
Ooh.
But yeah, you're not. So.
Oh my.
So,
That's-
taking in the sights of the room.
Oh yeah. You have a lot. You have a lot of cool shit here.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
I appreciate it.
Whimsical.
If you don't mind me asking, how much? How much are the relics are like like one of them? Like how much do you usually sell them for?
Oh, it's been a while since I've sold, but usually it's either through fair trade or she sets the cups down just one after the other. As you can see, she brought out enough for each of you. Um, 20,000 gold is usually my minimum
Hmm.
for at least the least precious of my artifacts. The highest I've sold something for was, I believe, 5,000 platinum.
God damn.
I've made
That's
a good
amazing.
business out of my work.
Well, if I ever have that kind of money, I'll definitely come by. I mean, I highly doubt I'll come up with something like that, but damn.
She's just gonna look at Yunetta's expression. She's
Yanetta is kind of like looking at her paperwork with really wide eyes because, as you can very clearly tell, she doesn't have that money.
oh no.
So for me, what relics are you currently searching for that you don't believe you currently have the strong desire to search for yourself? Because the true collector really never stops looking for new opportunities, so you must have something in mind.
You're not wrong. I. There are a few things I search for nowadays. But the one thing I've been searching for, and she'll kind of like smooth her hands onto the table as she sits down. And you can see this almost familiarity glaze over her eyes. I've been looking for a way to connect with fate.
Hmm.
So, looking at fate?
So, does this by any chance center around little cards?
No,
No. Okay.
I do not believe so. From what I heard, they're more like strings. Golden strings.
So you're trying to find something to fight to to fight against fate? That's what I'm guessing.
Define fate.
Find fate.
To determine fate. Hmm. Why would you ever want to do that?
Fate is a fickle thing. I am simply curious as to what its purposes are. Also, there is an image of what she looks like.
Okay.
Cute.
Uh,
I've had only one person helping me as of recent, but if you are all willing and compliant, nothing says that there can't be something stricken between two business people that could benefit all of us. I could offer my aid in starting. What did you say, your business? I was like, yes. Our business is we're starting up a shop. Don't know where yet, but our hope is to start it soon, and our hope is to sell things like these. Okay, so first thing you have to realize, That's going to be hard here. You see, where there are a lot of artifacts hidden beneath these lands, there is one thing keeping most things from being discovered. And she'll kind of like cross one leg over the other as she'll kind of lean back, and you can see a little bit of distaste climb over her face. Are you aware of the current leadership running this kingdom?
I mean, we met with the king. We met with the king. So far, he seems cool. I
You've
mean,
met Aldrin.
Yeah.
he's the first. He's the
Please.
first one we saw once we got here.
He
Yeah.
is
Let
a
us continue.
fickle and controlling man who likes to keep things he dreams his under wraps, which includes those items. And my suspicion is one of the items he likes to keep his hands on are those strings. So, what I could do is I could offer you these things. And she'll gesture to the wall behind her, and many more that I have on keeps. For in return, you not only help me find these artifacts that are being withheld, but eventually those strings. How dangerous would this be? Depends. How much can you how much can you take, and how much would you stake on this? Ginetto will kind of look at you all.
Well,
At this point, it
uh,
personally hasn't seemed like there's been enough of a equal trade offer. It seems like a lot of what I appreciate it. This deal is absolutely 100% benefiting you way more than it will us. It seems like since you cannot go after these golden threads by yourself, there must be some form of heist, security guards, numerous individuals that you need to be able to maneuver around to get them yourself.
yeah, and also we'd be going against the king.
Yes,
So
and
that would
I
be committing treason.
understand that.
Well,
What can I do to bump up my bargain?
Okay.
I will say this. Oof. This is just my personal opinion, and one of you could not like this, but I'm actually down with taking how it is, not taking down, but like mess with the top chain, if you know what I mean, like the people with power.
That
I
seems
like
like something you must have inherited.
yeah, I can say that. I can say that can't that it's more like a family thing with my dad.
Hmm. That sounds like an interesting story for another day.
Ah, it does. It's a long fucking story.
Why bet?
Hmm.
Also, I think it would take a very long time to eventually get up to those strings.
Which is why I'm willing to cooperate. I have plenty of time, and I also have plenty to give. And if you want to bolster this trade even more, the items I'm looking for are of high value. So, in offer to raise up the give and take, I will give you 5 items of mine, of any pickings, for each one you bring me. And as well, I will also serve to promote your store. I
And
am a very high figure in some of these parts. And
it's
by some, I mean this entire part.
let's just clarify, it's her store. We're technically it's more of her store. We were just recently employed by her, so
As far as I'm concerned, you're a part of this trade.
I would
Because
see
from
ours.
what I can sense, you're the ones putting your assets on the line. Am I wrong?
Yes. Well, no, you're not wrong, but you're not wrong. But I was also going to say that any other items that we may get that you did not ask for
They will
would
all
belong to
remain
us.
yours.
Yeah.
Yes. I am not going to seek it because I already know what I want. I do
Also,
not
we
take
need.
more than what I want.
Also, I would also like these terms and conditions to be written down.
Naturally. And she will she'll raise her hand as a little feather pen will appear in it. And you can see kind of like at her side is a notebook that she'll pull out, and she'll look to you all as she'll begin to write. And she'll write very slowly as she'll word it out, and I will type out the contract at some point so you all have it on hand. But it's essentially stating, I, Fomi Vraudo, promise that for every item obtained by my asking, will have the. And she'll look at Yanetta. Do you know what the name of the shop would be? And Yanetta will be like, yes, it'll be known as Bank Teller's Fortunes. Okay. Every item provided to me by the Bank Teller's Fortunes and Co. She'll kind of look at you all. Will in turn receive 5 items of their choosing to put on display, as well as my vouching for their store. And in return, any item they receive of their own merit that they find, I will not obtain, and they hold full rights to. And if I at any point break this contract, and she'll pause as she'll stare at you all, I forfeit my life and all of my earnings. Cleo. Great ominous noise, but Jesus.
She's trying to add to the atmosphere.
Sound like a deal?
This is the most serious you guys have ever seen Lonnie. She is
Holy shit.
deeply reading over the entirety of the contract to make sure that she's aware of any possible legality loopholes or anything like that. So before she signs it, she wants to make sure that she has read through an entire contract.
And after Fomi states she will forfeit her life and all of her earnings, immediately Yanetta puts her hands on the table and stands up and goes, I agree.
Okay.
That's
Well then.
that is your agreement, but we still need to do so as well.
And also, I wanted to make sure that we as individuals who are putting our assets on the line could also keep the items possibly keep the items for ourselves, or have the decision, or turning over the store if we so desire.
That would have to be a business derived entirely through that one, and she'll point at Yanetta.
So I look over at Yanetta.
What do you mean?
I mean, as in, I want the opportunity for any of us to be able to keep the items that were not asked for by.
I do believe that was included, but for
No, it says that we would always give them to the bank teller's fortune. It said that we would give them to bank teller's fortune for their store to display.
I hate to do this to you, Allie, but I feel like you might need to actually type out the thing for us to read it word for word ourselves.
I will.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, I understand.
I agree with you, Izzy. I just want to make sure that we have a complete coherency. Bonnie is the deal maker.
Because I'm like, this is like really only benefiting the her
This is only benefiting the
Foamy.
leaders here of the group. This is only.
It's benefiting Foamy and the
Yanetta.
Big Color's Fortune. It's not really benefiting us at all.
Correct. So we need to.
Okay. Let me type this out.
I'm gonna pause it real quick while the episode while you're typing it out.
Cool.
During
So
that
we
during
need to
that
make
pause
sure
break,
that-
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Yeah, so it's this thing that we need to make sure that we're getting benefit of some of the stuff, so that we're not getting completely screwed over by these two people.
I agree with you.
Ow.
Yeah.
Gato.
Shadow indeed. She can't hear you.
That's okay. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from.
The IRS.
The IRS. That was the unexpected cough. Oh boy.
Perish.
Actually, I had to in a D&D game. I actually had to deal with a well, almost like the IRS in the game last Tuesday. So that was fun because one of our
You
party
do
members
that.
did something. One of the party members did something that well, basically they did something that is definitely illegal, and basically the D&D equivalent of the IRS appeared.
Cleopatra Skyer.
Is that the name of your cat?
Yes.
Okay,
I
cool.
named her after Cleopatra Skyer.
Okay.
I named her after my D&D character. Do not
That's
question
better.
me.
I thought you named your D&D character after your cat, but I like it that it's the other way around.
Yeah, the moment I saw her and she stuck her claws into my face, I knew it was her.
Perfect.
I will be right back.
Okay.
She's the one!
She is the one, honestly. It was going to either be her or Tigress, who I also named.
That's also how I chose my cat. Mello is her name. I chose her from the foster home because she climbed up my back using her claws and was biting on my hair.
That's sweet.
And that's how I decided. And her sister, like, was attacking my legs for trying to attack her sister. So I got both of them.
And her sister's name is Marsh, right?
Marsha, yeah.
Marsha.
Because together they're marshmallow. Because they soft and squishy. And tiny when I got them. One is just midnight black, and then the other one is like a marshmallow straight out of the bag.
One's burnt marshmallow, one's clean.
Yeah. Mello is very much a gray-white cat. She's very pretty. I need to find the thing that I was trying to find.
God damn, that cough.
Yeah, same. It's been bothering me as well. Where the heck
Oh wait,
is it?
the coffee noise?
No,
Sorry.
not your coughing. My coughing has been bothering
Oh.
me. Heck, where is it? Did they take it down? Maybe? I'm trying to find something specific. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, good. Allie, do you know about Acquisitions Incorporated?
No.
Okay. Because there are company positions in D&D. It's a D&D book. Where there's
I
like...
have it in case she needs to peek over it.
that was Casey, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I have the book in case she needs to look, in case she's interested in taking a peek at it.
Also, I have put the thing into the chat. Though, fully resign myself to the pact of assigning the bank teller's fortune and co. to search and retrieve various artifacts of my choosing. When I receive said artifacts, I forfeit 5 of my own artifacts to the bank teller's fortune and co.'s choice, and resign all rights to any and all items found that I did not intend to receive and have all ownership, therefore and after, by the bank teller's fortune and co. If I do break this contract, I forfeit my life and fortune to the bank teller's fortune and co. Also, I need to add, because I totally forgot, the representing part.
Okay.
Oh, it's foamy, not for me.
No, foamy. Yes, that's what I've
Okay.
been saying. Foamy.
I thought you were just saying it like a hipster rapscallion.
No, it's foamy.
I'm doing this for me.
For me.
Yeah. Also, I apparently didn't have the episode paused, so that sucks, but that's what's happening.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Leo.
Dry, you said you had it, the Acquisitions Incorporated thing?
Yep, I got it in physical form.
Cool. Because that's the
In case
concept.
she ever wants it.
Yeah. I might try and incorporate that by asking if there's ways that we could get that. Because it could be cool to incorporate it in this.
Okay. So now that I'm seeing the and company things, I think it's better.
I'm
There we
going
go.
over it again.
I'm just assuming.
Oh,
Yes.
edited.
I, Foamy
Hold on.
Brotho, fully resign myself to the pact of assigning the bank teller's fortune and co. to search and retrieve various artifacts of my choosing. I shall also provide representing rights to the cities I have standing in, promoting the store of the bank teller's fortune to the highest of regards. When I receive said artifacts, I forfeit 5 of my own artifacts of the bank teller's fortune and co.'s choice, and resign all rights to any and all items found that I did not intend to receive, and have all ownership therefore and after by the bank teller's fortune and co. If I do break this contract, I forfeit my life and fortune to the bank teller's fortune and co.
I'm satisfied
That
with
is her.
this.
That is her.
I am going to see if there is ways to... I don't know how I'll say this, but is there any way that you would be able to provide us suitable lower level materials to be able to find and do these things more to find your chosen relics / artifacts more effectively. Player to DM, what I'm trying to get across is if there's a way that we can incorporate Acquisitions Incorporated material in here. Which basically means that you get like small non-combat influencing items based off of whatever role your character has. Like a documenter, there's somebody who's like good with documents, somebody who
Yeah.
is the secretary, the treasurer. Like they get small magic items that help you read and understand kills. There's there's things that would be kind of cool to incorporate that aren't game breaking, and they kind of level with you as you bring more artifacts back. So this could be cooperative between the going back to Discord to look up the name of the company that
Just
we have.
message me.
The Bank Tellers Fortune and Co. with Foamy.
I know. Casey's getting the book for me right now.
Cool.
But
It's chapter 2.
I'm gonna try to see if there's any illusory script on the document.
Oh, that's a very good
okay.
point. And
Roll me
also,
an Arcana.
What's happening?
Six.
Ash, what are you doing?
I'm trying to see if there's like any like arcana. We know that she's like a caster, or at least we suspect she's a caster. And so like I'm trying to see if there's any illusory script or like anything like that's magically altering the document.
Would I be able to, once Ash says that, attempt to look over it as well with advantage because I have the spell Illusory Script in my book and practiced?
Go ahead, yeah.
So what is that, Arcana with advantage?
Arcana with advantage.
That's
So,
not going to go well.
both of you,
Mhm.
as you kind of look over this, and Fulmia's kind of leaned back at this point, you can see Yanetta is already ready to sign as she's letting you all look over it, looking a little antsy. And as you guys look over this, the paper is entirely magicless. Everything is magicless except for maybe the pen. But even that of itself, the ink coming out of it is entirely normal. This is normal paperwork.
Okay.
And you can even sense from that 13 that Foamy doesn't it doesn't let off any magic in of herself.
Okay.
I'm also gonna copy this just in case onto another parchment.
Go ahead.
Of my own, so
Cool.
Yeah, you guys can all save this as well if you all want. She can make different copies of it. That way you all can have have it in your in your bios or in your information.
You could also just pin it to the messages in our...
I will also be doing that.
Okay.
But it's just because...
But that's
yeah, Ash is just gonna write it out in his own hand so that, like, he knows that there's nothing, like, magically affecting it.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Okay.
But also we should, and also I think he's going to say to Lonnie, I think we should also be aware that this technically isn't a legal document because they're technically asking us to do something that's illegal. So just something to keep in mind.
Contracts are legal, even if the work being done is illegal. Like, contracts are binding, and there is most likely a dark network that will hold people accountable for contracts. Just because it's a positive government doesn't accept this there is definitely a dark side of government that's also in this
That's also true.
that will
To
hold up that.
quell any fears that you might have, I promise you that with the amount of bad fate that has followed me throughout the years, if I ever tried to get away from this, if I ever went against any of your wishes, and then I escaped somehow with my life, there would be some way I would be punished severely. So I can promise you that I have nothing to run from.
I agree with Timberpelt. Let's try to avoid that bad thing
Alright, I'm not
happening to
Timber.
you.
That's not me.
Oh,
I'm not
I heard
Timberpelt.
I heard a muffled microphone, so that's why I thought
No,
it was Timberpelt.
that's
I guess,
me.
okay, I guess ask Shine's science then.
Well, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna stop Ash from doing it quite yet
Okay.
because I want to see what Allie, as the DM, has to say about the acquisition stuff first, to see if we can incorporate that.
Oh, could we possibly just wait and use that?
Yeah, because there's a lot to read over.
Okay.
Like, best if we just save that for the end.
We could possibly do it upon like first return or something too. It possibly, not guaranteed. These could also be some of the artifacts that we get as our first 5 for returning something. If I explained that well enough.
Yeah.
It'd just be interesting because as like returning back would rank us up within the company, quote, and then we would have an opportunity to go out, do another mission, come back, level up the. It's just interesting because they're magic items that level up, but there's nothing saying we need to start that now. So yeah, waiting is a good option.
Put it on my desk next to me. Alright. With that being said, will you all sign?
Oh.
Did you say no?
No. I said, well. And she's thinking.
Timberpelt will.
You know, I'm more used to it, to be honest. I'm more used to just gathering out. I'm more used to gathering, well, not out things from Superior. So this is more like bringing me back to home. At least it
This
gives
is
me
also
something to do. In a
Yeah.
way, yeah.
Based off
It's
the way the
familiar.
contract is written as is, Lonnie is comfortable signing.
Yeah, we're just gonna go sign.
Right. Timberfelt has signed, Ripley has signed, and Lonnie has signed.
Ash signs.
Mother Satyr.
Casey.
Thinking about it.
Join the dark side,
She,
Mother Satyr.
yeah.
You've
She
already
was
killed
mostly
baby
just.
dragon.
She was just going to sign it. Just most thing I care in the world, honestly. Just like it's paper, means nothing.
Oh, that's not true.
Yunetta will be the last one to sign. And then at the very bottom, Foamy will also sign it, agreeing as well.
Yay. Deals.
It has been made in ink. And that is the best way to make a deal, in my opinion.
Yay.
I don't prefer things by blood. I prefer it by word. And by heart. And I'm sure this will be a fruitful adventure.
Oh, we're going to search for fruit?
We apologize for her.
You will want for the time being. I have no deadline for this. I have really no inkling of a push for what I want. So, I will merely give you a place, and you get to it when you feel like it.
Hey, do we have a physical map that she can mark so we can have it on our
Yes, you were
phone?
each given maps, and I will mark where it is.
Hey, if you don't mind me, for me, I also like to have a bit of information about who, well, I would say information of who we might fuck with, if you know what I mean.
There's a lot you could fuck with.
You know, like the king, for example.
The king is somebody that was not ruling. No, he was. He was very, very ruling when I got here. He is an intrigue. He rules well, from what I can see. Their economy is shining. But he is ruthless, especially against the tainted.
Who are the tainted, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm surprised you have not heard of them yet nor seen one. Well, no, that part does not surprise me. They were
You're talking
not
about
seen very
the quarry, correct?
the people
Yeah,
that live in the quarry, yes.
the king was talking about. Well, he never mentioned them, but he always, well, not the name. He just mentioned about there's dark people there.
That can be a term used for their kind. They are said to be infected. And he has a certain way he deals with them.
Mass murder?
In a way.
Okay, yeah.
If you've ever noticed on your maps, there is a travel system that is red that leads to a place known as White Gulch. Two of them, to be precise, and I believe there is a third. White Gulch is a hardy prison. Only the worst are kept there, and only the worst survive.
Hey, cool. We're gonna
Jeez.
end up there. That's cool.
I hope you don't.
Oh, I don't hope so either, but I mean, if we're gonna be going against the king and trying to get this, there's a strong likelihood that we're gonna have to break out of that prison somehow. So,
Tell me how it goes.
sure.
But she will mark her first destination for you, which will be in the middle of Dawn Lake.
In the middle of the lake.
The like.
I've heard rumors that there are, whenever it comes to their prisoners near Dawn Lake, and that have come from the prison of White Gulch, they have taken to disposing of corpses within the lake, returning them to their god. And from what I can guess, there have been rumors of, at night, an awfully loud, high-pitched noise and glowing. And some say they can sense something there. And I'm rather curious what could lie with underneath those waters.
Danger. I like it.
That is my hope.
Ripley is quiet and muffled.
Oh, sorry. It's just my voice is still like from the coughing. But no, she would just say, well, that sounds fun.
Yeah, danger is fun.
Whenever you all decide to go, she'll stand up, like pushing her chair back, and she'll stand and walk away from you all as she'll open one of the glass cabinets and she'll pull out a small box, which she'll close the cabinet again and approach you all with it, and she'll go inside of this box are a amount of, I believe, 20 of these little pellets that you eat. And from what I understand, and from what I am aware of, they should grant you the ability of breathing underwater for an allotted amount of time, I believe 10 hours.
Okay,
That's actually good.
that's actually going to
So-
be quite useful.
This is my offer to make the job a little easier. So, whenever you decide to head your way to the lake, give these a pop. Don't do drugs.
No. Ignore
Turned away
that.
for that one.
Do drugs.
You shouldn't ask me that 20 years ago. Or
Don't do illegal
or
drugs.
ask my
Do legal
or
drugs.
ask my captain that. Oh, how is it? Ask my old captain about that.
Drugs are good for you. Do drugs.
Do drugs with the research, with a bunch of research on the drugs that you take.
That's true.
But
Do drugs well informed.
I should have asked Jang about that. But yeah.
Mary?
you guys are going to. Can I get a perception check from everyone?
Do.
Alrighty.
Do. Nailed it.
God damn
20.
it. That's the second 6.
For once, man, I'm getting some high rolls today. I
Alright.
swear, I'm gonna fight something and I'm gonna fucking die.
Timberpelt, Shuma, and Ash. You all kind of. No one else really kind of notices, but you feel this weird air. And I know Jake doesn't notice anything because he's too busy trying to write his name as on the contract, as you guys are kind of looking around. And for a minute, you can feel this air, but you all will notice the slight flickering of the candle lights as Foamy will look around. Oh, he's home. Okay, so it seems our time here is done. Our contract is made. I will see you all out.
He's back.
Ghost husband.
Not a ghost, but not that either. I have other
Living
business
wife.
to attend to now,
Oh, okay.
so I will see you all out.
But yeah, we'll catch you later for me.
Sure hope you will.
Lonnie,
Yo.
I was under the impression that you wanted to go to the capital of light. Do you still want to go do that first
Yeah.
before we go to the Dawn Lake?
Yeah. It never hurts to be more informed on where we're going.
Yeah, that, and I was thinking that if we get caught on this excursion, at least we would have gone to the capital of light first.
Yeah. That's also true. Right now we have no bounty or markers on our head from doing anything suspicious. So going and getting
If anything happens, I will protect all of you.
I'm sure you will
that's
Jake
what I
that
appreciate.
happen.
That's
As
what I
you can
appreciate
see,
you more. Jake.
like in order, like while he was trying to write out his name, he occasionally like tapped the pen against his face, so he has little like black ink on him.
I would also like to ask Foamy what she thinks of the capital of light and if there's academic institutions or since we're getting involved in criminal activity, what kind of dark underground networks are there that we could possibly interact with? Because we joined the dark side. So
I
we
like
might
the
as well
coolest
just
Well.
jump into the
Right,
deep end.
immediately.
Well, I mean,
Well,
it was all a matter of choosing a side, and eventually we had to pick one of them. So, dark side.
well. In the capital of light, there is a small institution that does teach those of the gifted.
Hey, it's me.
It's not very large, from what I witnessed, but it is nice, and I'm sure a budding young mind like yours would do well there.
Also, Coyote, Timber Pelt. That's good.
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah.
They
Oh,
accept all kinds there.
Timberwolf is also
I'm
a gifted mind.
I'm a sorcerer. Does
Oh,
that count? I mean, I'm
No,
not a wizard.
you're like the college kid who doesn't go to the class but still gets A's. That's cheating.
So you know what? Yeah, that makes sense.
I will say, however,
Mm-hmm.
uh, when you pass through the city of Yurtlewall on the way to the capital of light, I'd say keep an eye out there. There's currently a bit of a competition, not competition, I guess running in the making of a new mayor, and you might just witness the next one. So I suggest you get familiar with the way they run things here.
I mean, they're not the king though, right? That's the mayor of the country?
Yes, but there are mayors of different cities.
Okay, of the city. Okay. All right.
Currently, there is runnings in Yurtlewall.
And I guess
So I
because they
suggest you
are a
get familiar.
gateway to the other continent for the rail system, it's important for us to know about that.
It's still just important
Okay.
because you want to know who you could have sides with, or you could have sides against.
Do you have anything about black markets or um, other dark, like criminal safe havens in either Yurtwall or the capital of light? Because come on, you gotta be honest. There's gotta be criminals who are living in a place called the capital of light just because it's ironic.
In the darkest pits of the light,
Yeah.
there is always ones who walk around where it is the darkest.
So like in the shadows? I mean, like underground?
I mean, what else
One
do we
does
know?
not go sharing that kind of information wildly, and one also does
Who we
not go
signed a
into great
contract to.
detail. You never know who could be listening.
Oh, corpse husband. Ghost man. He has returned. One.
He's just kind of staring at you, just kind of leaned against the table,
Yeah, that one. Okay,
just waiting
cool.
for you to keep going through all the different names.
I'm
Kind of
gonna
amused by this now.
Candle flicker person.
Candleput. Um, flame knockers. Hebida Jebidus with the little hand wiggles. Okay, I'm out.
Is
I'm
that
done.
all?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
I'm glad you tired yourself out.
Well, it's not that I tired myself. I just got bored.
I like corpse husband the best.
Valid.
Valid. Kind of base though.
Base though. Kind of cringe actually.
Corpse. Wait, no, you're right. Never mind. Corpse spouse.
Oh yeah, there you go.
She'll just start gesturing for you
Horse
to
ride.
leave, kind of ushering you all.
How do we know it's a husband?
Because
Yeah,
Horse
everybody says
bride.
corpse spouse.
She said he is home or has returned.
Oh
They
shit!
mentioned
never
a
mind.
gender.
He's still gonna just start pushing you guys. Please leave.
Goodbye, he.
Oh, damn.
Goodbye, he who
They
flickers
could,
candles.
they could use both he and they pronouns. We don't know.
Well
You're
then,
right.
why didn't Foamy say he, they? I only mentioned he.
As you guys are pushed out of the mansion, she's just gonna start closing the door behind her, and you're just gonna hear just a voice just, everything all right?
Everything's
Yes,
fine,
interesting
candle
day.
flickers.
And she'll shut the door in front of you.
corpse husband.
Yeah.
That's the door, and you guys hear pronounced just the door lock.
Oh, she figured
Can
out
I
how
roll
to
a
lock the
history?
door.
Oh, she does have locks on her doors.
And you hear a few more locks.
Okay.
All right.
Can I roll for history real quick? If that's okay.
Go right ahead,
It's
young
not
snake.
okay.
No, don't punish me.
Bad of you, Willa.
Ah, yes. They have cookies.
I make mine with cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Synonym.
19.
That's a perception.
Oh, but goddamn, what's that perception? Well,
You could just use your do the 18 plus. Okay, that works too. That's
Never.
fine.
Oh.
I mean, I guess that's.
What are you
exactly
trying to call upon?
basically trying to remember if Foamy sounds familiar. If the name Foamy was ever brought up before.
Text you.
Excuse me.
Did she have rabies?
No.
Oh, okay, because she was kind of foamy at the mouth. Patra Skyer.
Who has still not turned up, by the way.
Oh, I was talking about your cat. But yes.
Oh. Yes.
And also, by the way, I mean it's not a crime as long as we're not caught.
I disagree with that.
I mean we can still be in the crime, but as long as we're not
I think we
recognized by the
should
law.
take the time to do other things in the meantime. We don't have a deadline, do we?
Nope.
I mean no, Foamy never
I-
said that. No, Foamy did say that there's no deadline, so we are free to we can go wherever we want. We can go to the
We should go to
you know to the city of light.
Yeah.
I would rather explore and enjoy myself before we become fugitives.
Well, we still have
Yes.
a day here as well. And
Well, then
I
let's look around.
very
see what
much
they have.
agree with your. I think that's probably going to be after we have a little bit more for Yanetta that we go up to the Dawn Lake.
Basically, if basically we'll go once once we're all prepared. Yeah,
Correct. I would
gear,
say
items, potions.
I would say out of character probably level 4. So a little while.
Whatever feels right.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever feels right. But I agree that like we should definitely be prepared. But I like the exploration. I feel like
Oh yeah.
what would be a good concept is going to the capital of light, then going to the other side of the continent, then crossing the continent back again, and going to the Dawn Lake. I think we should just go far to the left, far to the right, and then we'll have explored our areas that we would like to do, while also going to the desert to pick up Yanetta's relic from the desert.
Yeah, we have. Oh yeah, we have to do that. Yeah,
And
we have to
then
do the desert.
we have so we have an exploration of the capital of light, then we go all the way to the east, and then we have the relic. So we'll have city exploration, then we'll have desert exploration, and then we'll get to go to the Dawn Lake, and then do whatever in between. But we have our points of interest.
Yeah.
However we get to those points of interest is fine. Like, we're definitely gonna stop near the wall. Maybe. Who knows how long. But I think that even maybe exploring the mines that are on the map just southwest of us might be an interesting concept, because there is a railway that leads to it, as well as the fact that the rail continues into the forest with no marker could be interesting.
I'm actually curious. Yeah, we'll definitely.
Because why is
What?
there a railway to nothing?
That is
Oh,
true.
you mean the one that leads down into Cherry Bell? Because that's where it's supposed to go.
It goes down into Cherry Bell.
Oh, okay. I just see that it goes right here.
Yeah,
It
it's supposed to go.
stops.
There's a river that goes into the forest that I ended up covering up with that big old tree. So it's supposed to go around it and then towards Cherry Bell, and then
Okay.
it goes out of Cherry Bell, as you can see, into Elm Glow and then Duke Rim.
Okay. Then we might be able to take this path on the way to the east, to the desert. If you guys want to do that, we go up, and then we'll come back across the Stones Crossing and head south, past the mines into Cherry Bell, explore that way, go east. Just thinking of possible concepts, because who knows what's going to happen in the future. But
Yeah, I'm down for whatever exploration.
maybe not go
We
south then.
we definitely have to go to the desert and finish that at least.
Yeah, but I would love to get possible magical training, other proficiencies, possibly learn how to craft some kind of items of magic on our own using enchanting or jewelry kits or something to be able to make our own like rings that have magical enchantments to them. Because I would be down to be a jewelry crafter for the team that enchants items.
All right. So you guys wait for your day. Just kind of like making up a little campsite near where you were dropped off, near the railway.
And I will say Ash will
And
take a walk by himself for a bit. Just for a bit.
okay. Uh, do you keep around the mansion?
Keep around the mansion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you keep around?
I just stay around the mansion. I just Ash just wanted to be alone for a little bit.
Okay. Can I get a perception check from you?
Okay. Oh no.
Oh dear.
It's probably just going to be more description of the exterior.
Mm. So, description of the exterior.
Nailed it.
It is just like the front garden, covered in various leaves and grass that has like formed itself around the house. You can very much tell that they took more care inside the house than outside. Like they care for more what's in than out. And as you're kind of walking around and like looking at some things, you do see like you know how I mentioned a shed that was there earlier. There's also what seems to be sort of in the backish area, a pretty well taken care of, very large cart with covered curtains and whatnot. And as you're kind of looking at the cart, and then you look up towards the house again, for a brief moment you see the silhouette of a man like staring down at you before closing the curtain.
Corpse husband.
I need to watch that movie again.
And that's kind of it.
Okay. Okay. Then he just goes back.
You guys wait the
Uh,
day, resting for the night, and about like 10 in the morning the following day, you guys are just kind of waiting on the railway, just kind of like watching for a trolley, and you do see one beginning to move towards you all coming from Cherry Belt Railway. And as it's coming up on your stop, you realize it's kind of moving past you, and then it'll come to like a screeching halt as you'll see a woman kind of stick her head out, kind of covered with her face covered in a bit of ash, like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Usually no one comes from the Vrow Mansion. Hop on in."
Let's go in.
Is this a let's
yep.
go? I was tuned out because I thought Ash was going on a walk.
Oh,
The finish.
yeah, the trolley came back.
Okay.
The trolley came back.
Oh, okay.
Nearly missed you guys, but you guys are allowed on. United will pay for the for y'all seatings as you guys are pulled through. I want to note with each passing over the stone's crossing, there is a stopway midway. So you guys will have the chance to like spend some time there to relax, stretch your legs and whatnot for like 2 hours before the trolley is continued moving. And you guys will, after 7 days, make it to the city of Yurdelwall. And the city of Yurdelwall is kind of like it's pretty much it's just a little bit smaller than Triple Abbey, but it's a fairly nice city. As you guys make it there, as the trolley comes to a stop, and the woman's like, "All right, need to make some slight repairs before I make it over to the next stone's crossing. It's going to take me about days." And she's gonna like open up the you're gonna see her like come around the trolley and like open up something and a bunch of smoke billow out and she's gonna be like, gonna take me about 5 days to fix this.
Okay.
So I guess get yourselves comfortable here in your toll while I spend time with this bad boy.
Oh yeah, take your time. Let's see. Ash, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Just checking.
Yeah, why did you feel the need to break off on your own?
Hmm.
I totally get it if you're an introvert and just want time to yourself. That's fine.
Oh, I'm a little bit of an introvert. I just needed some time to myself.
Sure,
Bet.
sounds good.
That's fine. I'm just. Yeah, just work. Just
If-
not work. Well,
If
worried.
something
Yeah.
bad
worried.
happens, just make sure that you're loud. That's all.
Yes.
Loud, annoying, obnoxious, and stubborn. That's what you do if something bad happens.
They would have been fine. It's just
I
simple
completely-
woods.
Mhm.
All
That
right.
has always been my. That has always been my policy if something bad happens to me.
Good.
All right. You guys enter Yurdelwall.
End of session. Yes, no?
Oh, sorry.
No,
Oh, cool.
I don't want to end the session just yet.
Yay!
Oop, that
Or
What gruesome
Next
scene do you have
give
planned
me-
that you want to end on?
You'll see.
Yeah.
All
oh
right.
boy.
You all are kind of ushered into Yurdelwall, kind of unwillingly, as there's like a lot of people entering inside. And on the inside of Yurdelwall, it's just this huge, beautiful city, covered with like towering spires and peaks. You can see like there's plenty of people of well-lavished lifestyles, as well as people who aren't in the best of situations wandering around. And you guys will notice that there's a lot of people clamoring about the two people who are currently running for mayor. And you can hear a lot of people like arguing over who's better for the position than the other person. Like someone's like, "Oh no, Mr. Kinley will do great things for the city," and then the other person's like, "I don't know, Miss Lavender is just so kind and giving. I think she would do well for the people, especially those who aren't as well off." And everyone's just kind of like clamoring a bit about like who is going to obtain like the title of mayor. As you can see, like there's a huge like in the center of the city, a huge setup stage of people like surrounding it, and you can see that there's like two big posters of two people. It seems to be a very jolly looking bigger man with like a little mustache, tiny glasses, and he's looking like a very like kind old soul, while the other one seems to be a very beautiful well put together woman with like just the most gorgeous features you've ever seen, just standing there like she's ready to run everything already. As people are being handed like ballot boxes to put down their votes in, And at one point, someone will turn to one of you, put a ballot box in your hand, and be like, "Don't forget to put your vote in."
No. She's not gonna whisper to herself, but she's just gonna look at Lonnie and just whisper to her and say, I don't know who the. What?
You can vote for me if you want to.
To be honest, I would.
I
Yay!
would never.
I'm a dark politician.
I mean, hey, you're at least fun, but I'm not sure compared to the other mayor. Oh, I don't know. People don't want to be mayor.
Yeah,
Ash
I'm
I
not
puts
get
gonna
it.
vote
Lonnie's
for the
name.
participants.
Ash puts Lonnie's name down. Is just like taping that down from the inside.
Cool.
You're gonna put Lonnie's name into the ballot box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Does anyone else want to put a name into the ballot box?
What is a mayor? I
I
don't
put
get
Lonnie.
outside my community too often, so
I mean, it's not
is
gonna
this like a
matter
rule?
because there's not gonna be anybody else besides us who puts my name on there.
I mean,
it's just
I'll lose my shit if
Wait.
that was a thing.
Wait, did you say that we had the ballot box?
You have like one ballot box. Like you can see, there's like
We have-
multiple being handed around.
We have a box of ballots that can be altered.
People will notice if you start pulling the box open to look in
I
it.
don't need to
I will
pull it
say.
open. I just need to see through the slit.
You can see there's like multiple different papers, like a lot of them folded,
let's
some of
go.
them aren't. You can just see the recently dropped Lonnie in there, and then a couple that say lavender, but more that do say like kennel.
I'll write down lavender and
I
drop them into
don't
the box.
have. I don't have enough. I don't have the
Ash is
proper
also gonna-
spell.
Ash is just gonna ask, how are mayors exactly elected from the ballot box?
Just from someone.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe the person who gave us the box.
Oh, he'll kind of look at you like, "Oh, I'm sorry, are you new here?"
Yes.
Oh, so what did they do is they hand around the ballot boxes, and then everyone puts their things in, and what'll happen is it'll be dropped into this whole giant big one, and we're making sure to hand it around into different sections that way nobody overlaps and there's no duplicates, and then they'll count all the different ballots, and it'll go from there. Whoever decides to be mayor.
Okay.
Is this thing called the democracy?
It's called voting for a mayor.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know, this whole voting thing seems so interesting. I'm going to go get a drink.
Actually, I'm white with you, Shuma.
Anyone else want to join? Besides, it's not our mayor. We won't see him again.
I think I'm gonna go search for something. Yeah, and Ash is just gonna go search for if the place has a red light district, I guess.
Okay.
When Ash disappears, I'm gonna follow because going alone is bad.
Okay. So,
Okay.
with mention of getting drinks, Shuma, you will be immediately told by somebody that the best place to go to is the Reigning Star, which is a very nice bar that's in town. Most people tend to go there because it's good service, good drinks, good food. As for a red light district, in the more slaunchier bits of town, yes, there is a red light district if you ask the right people.
So it's
They'll
like the
definitely
slaunchiest
be
part
like,
of town.
"Oh, you want to put that body to use, huh, bud?" Yeah. There's a place just a few places down. You should be able to notice it once you find the topless women running around.
Oh dear.
Oh.
So, when we have an opportunity with Ash and I to be more like in an enclosed environment or when nobody else is around, I'm gonna disguise myself as Foamy.
Okay.
What?
and that lasts for an hour.
Okay.
I would not recommend doing that.
I'm aware.
What does everyone else want to do?
We're in the dark part of the city right now, and that's why I'm
I think the only
showing.
person who hasn't decided yet was Mr. Tobin.
Um,
It's either drinking or going someplace where a lot of people fuck.
yeah, just go for the
Or
drinking.
somewhere else. You can
I'm
split the
gonna go
party.
away,
Split
but
the
I'll be
party.
right
Oh, you'll be right back. Okay. I'm gonna make
Yeah,
sure
not long.
Ash sees the transformation, so that they can visualize the fact that I'm changing who I am appearing as. So that
Ash just gives like a thumbs up.
just just so there's the understanding that I didn't disappear and now this person is suddenly here.
Alright. So, who wants to go first?
Let's do the drinkers first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with Shuma.
Yeah, just gonna walk into the reigning star.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, just gonna waltz right in there.
Alright. It's a very lively place. You can see plenty of people drinking, celebrating who they think the next mayor is going to be. You can see plenty of people getting drunk, eating, having a jovial time, and the person kind of running the front is just your simple human man as he's just happily cleaning drinks out and giving out new ones. He spots you coming in and waves in and is like, "Hey, new face! What can I do for you?"
Hey, do you
Hmm.
have any do you have some mead that I will go for?
Made plenty of that.
Alright, let's go for that.
And he'll slide forward 2 full pints of mead to the both of you, just on the house, especially if we're expecting Miss Lavender as the next mayor. And you can hear a bunch of people woo and a bunch of people boo.
Actually, who is Lavender? I'm new to this town.
Oh, Miss Narix Lavender. Beautiful, kind woman. Met her a few times. She's come into my bar before, actually. Sat in that stool right in front of you.
So he
She's
started
such a nice
so
woman.
she's nice.
Very
She's nice.
nice.
And who is the one that's basically opposing her?
Oh, Mr. Kennel. He's a nice guy. He's been in the city for a while. It's just, I feel like her policies are more towards me, you know? Never really tapped into the other guy.
Yeah, I see.
Something about young, fresh blood running the town, you know? Who would you vote for? If you're voting.
To be honest, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm new, but
We aren't
well,
from this place, so we don't know if we're allowed to. Plus,
Not anyone's
again,
allowed to vote.
knowledge.
Besides, you'll definitely have plenty of time to put your faith into whoever you're gonna have faith in whenever you see him firsthand tomorrow morning.
that makes sense actually.
For now, drink. Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, definitely.
As you guys begin to drink away your troubles or problems, at some point you're going to see a silhouetted, a smaller figure with a hood covered over their face, kind of come behind the counter really fast and briefly whisper to the barkeep, and he'll just kind of look at her, a little serious, before going, "Okay," and reaching through a few bottles, he'll pull out a very nice, uh, older wine before holding his hand out, and you can see the person very regretfully placed gold in his hand, like 5 pieces of gold, and you'll notice very quickly, Ripley, that their hand is slightly like sharper and covered in scales as she'll give him the gold and then snatch the wine as they'll just start walking away really fast.
That's interesting.
Business is as business does.
If you don't, if I mean, you can say no, but who are they?
Oh, they're one of my regulars. They usually come here asking for specifically like some of the older, nicer wines. I usually give it to them on a discount.
And they just usually just ask one and then just leave. Never hang out here for drinks or
Yeah,
talks.
yeah, no. That was a different order than usual, though. Usually they go for something a little more high end. So it's cheaper than normal.
That's a bit curious, but
Ah, she's
I don't
fine.
want to. Do you ever get
This girl.
a good look at like what they are?
Oh, I've met them once or twice. I think they're part yuan tea or something.
Do you want tea?
Yeah, a
Okay,
bit
now I
scaly in the face.
okay now I need to. Oh, wait, so that means there's yuan tea here?
Oh yeah,
This
there's a few. Nothing as primal as you, sweetheart, but um, something a little more mixed.
oh. Well, that's good. Well, that's good to know. I'm not the only one.
Though I've only seen you, and he's gonna point at Chuma. Seen your kind very rarely in the desert.
Oh, I didn't know there was much like me.
Yeah, the Bovidae, that's what they're called.
Hmm. We're called differently in the Ashen Lands, but I'll take
Never heard of
kindly
it.
to it.
But hey, if you ever feel like being around people who remind you of your home, go at it. I know they usually tend to make home around the Golden Waters, if that helps.
Golden Water. In the desert?
Yeah, in the Ulsterstrom Desert. Nice people. Very polite.
I see. Just note that down.
Anyways, what brings y'all to Yurtlewall if y'all are so new? Is he like, he'll pull your cups away as they're empty and just refill them?
We're just following a job situation.
Ah, jobs.
Though I'm more of here for the ride. I love exploring the place.
There's not many jobs around here these days.
Do you have any knowledge of anything going on around here? Beasts in need of slaying, or people in
No.
need of assisting?
Usually Odrin's knights take care of that.
Hmm.
Haven't well, if the knights take care of that, that means they're good at what they do, I guess.
Oh, they're thorough.
Hmm.
Very thorough.
They're all like strict on things.
Oh yeah, they have to be strict. I don't see the problem in it. Doesn't bother
Oh no,
me.
just oh, very different from home.
Well, as far as I'm concerned. A lot of things here are probably going to be different from your own.
Yeah, that's
Welcome
true.
to Odrin's Light. Make yourself
Indeed.
cozy. Are you, one of the people that came from the ship?
You
Yes,
can
actually.
say that, yes.
Oh, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
Seen
I
plenty of
mean,
y'all.
I'm out of curious. I mean, what's your thoughts about that? You know, just people from a whole new place or region. Just coming here.
More people for me to sell to, in all honesty, but in my opinion, I feel like we don't need more people. We don't venture far out. People usually never come in. Those that do usually bring a little bit more than you did. At least you have
Oh.
coin and promise. Just more mouths to feed. Being honest.
That's I understand. And what's everyone else's opinions about it?
Some people are disgruntled, mostly because of everything that's been going on in the past 54 years. But people seem promised by this. Some are intrigued. Some are wondering if they can go visit where y'all came from, but we know that's not going to happen.
How so?
Well, we don't really leave. It's not really what we do. When you're born in the light, you die in the light.
Hmm.
And if you don't mind me asking, what's been going on?
It's a lot of things, I guess. Nothing really to bother yourself over, though.
No, I'm curious. If just in case to watch out for anything. Since
I
we
say
are
watch
new.
out for the tainted.
We have heard about them.
Hectic ones they are.
Dangerous.
Mm-hmm. They're willing to
Well,
kill anyone
definitely.
at the drop of a hat. I had one come in here once, threatened me. Luckily the guards came, but as far as I'm concerned, he's dead over in White Gulch. More power to that. White Gulch has kept us protected from even the worst. If you ever see someone with, there's a particular tattoo, and he'll, pull out, like, a sheet, that he'll, like, pull it off the wall, and, he'll show it to you, and we'll upload the symbol to the PC chat. If you see this on anyone, it means they're marked. More specifically, that they're dangerous.
Oh, keep that in mind if we ever see anyone with a tattoo. We'll keep that in mind. We'll definitely report it to the guard.
Oh, I'd recommend it. Especially if they're causing any kind of disruption. Usually they're supposed to keep themselves a little bit more together.
All right. Well, I apologize if I asked too much, but I could go
No,
for
it's
another
fine.
mead.
No problem. I'll do that. I will say though, it's not on the house anymore, since I did just give you like 2 cups for free. So it's gonna be 3 silver
Yeah.
for a cup.
Well, I'll pay for that.
Alright. You give him a 2 silver, he'll give you a mead. Or 3 silver. Did I say 3 or 2?
I said 3.
I
I
said
think
3.
you said yeah, you said 3.
Alright. And I just posted what the symbol is in the PC chat.
Oh boy. Wait.
Oh, is Tillman with that tavern with us?
I think Tobin said he was away.
No,
He
he's here.
said he's back. He's here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back.
Ah. Hello, welcome to the conversation.
Well, I basically done. If Shuma has anything else to say, or I'm done.
I think Shuma's done with this conversation. I think if Timberbell is with us, I think she's going to like make notice of him and just, hey, may I ask you questions?
The keeper or me?
Oh no, Topin's character. I'm forgetting his name.
Basically,
Timberpelt.
wait, he's-
Timberpelt.
Yeah.
If Timberpelt happens to be with us, though, so I want to ask them a question.
Oh shit! I forgot he was. I forgot he was with us.
Yeah, I did say I wanted to go to the tavern, but again, I don't know how well this mic picked my voice up before I went in.
Oh, I am sorry.
I heard it. Don't worry.
Extremely. It's almost like it doesn't pick you up at all until like you get real like up close and loud. Like,
Right now, I'm actually holding on to it.
it's the best I've been able to hear.
I could
Think about it.
also up the mic's the setting in the call itself to pick up to
Sensitivity, raise that
yeah.
or lower it.
Yeah, I think she'll just, try to, just make small talk. Just, so, may I ask you questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Are you a wizard, or what is your practice?
I'm a wizard. I went into the school of transmutations.
What's that?
Um, magically altering materials and well, the physical, and then if it's to a being, also potentially the mental aspect.
Hmm. Could you turn, say, water to wine?
No.
Jesus.
Hmm. What can you do?
Well, just now starting out, the best thing I can do is for about an hour, I can change 1 cubic foot of material, or well, specific materials being a iron, copper, silver, basic stone, no gemstones, or wood into one another for about an hour.
Hmm.
I have heard fellow students in the same school getting found out for just trying to get away with the old trick of taking stone, wood, or iron and turning it into quicksilver to buy, turning it into silver,
Oh.
and then buying what they need in silver, and then getting out of town immediately.
Hmm.
Although once I got
I
caught,
I have a
got
limited grasp when it comes to currency, but I do see the implications of being able to turn something that is invaluable to something that is valuable.
and just from a little bit of what my teachers taught me as well, or well, saying what I can do future, the more I get into the studies of it. Um,
Hmm.
I can make a certain magical stone, but I can't remember the name right now, but
Well, if Lonnie ever asks you to do that, don't. Because they're the only one mischievous enough to. I could tell that would do such a thing. Lest we try not to get in trouble. Hmm. I wonder what
Hmm.
those two are doing now.
Well, I did. I would say is, um, hey Shuma, what happened? Well, since you're here, the two of you, you and Timberfell, I think I might have an idea who was. I think I have an idea who was. Well, God damn it, who was Foamy?
Who?
All I can say is it is someone that was definitely from home.
I wonder how they got here.
I wonder as well, and not just that. My father definitely knew Foamy. Said that he regret the things that what was happened to her. and that's probably explains why she was looking at me with familiarity. I mean, I've never met her, but definitely from my father's side, we're both kind of like similar.
Oh, actually, bartender, I would like 2 wine bottles, please.
Mm. What grade?
Mm, surprise me. Keep it red.
How much money do you got on you?
10 gold pieces.
I'll take all 10.
She will hand over
Um,
10 gold pieces.
What?
wait, what? Wait, Shima.
Just, I'm just exploring the local wine.
I hand you 2 bottles of the same wine he gave that person from before. You set them down in front of you. Would you also like a glass of that, miss?
No, I'm saving it for later.
Oh.
Never know when you will need it.
You alright?
This. How long are we in this town, boys?
How long we're here?
Yes. How long are we in the town?
How long we been here, Ali?
The person working on the trolley said about 5 days.
I'm going to go find us some lodgings. She's going to get up and leave the tavern. Just, if you need me, just look around the town square. I'll most likely be pacing around there in case I don't find anything.
Do you
Oh,
need help?
no. I want to try to just get some fresh air. I sure went on a walk last night, but I didn't want to accidentally run into our friend Ash and make it an awkward situation. You know what I mean, right?
Alright, I'll let you be then.
Plus, I have to
If you
use
need,
the restroom, and I don't think you want to follow me.
okay,
Unless you
I'll be.
want to use one as well.
I'll, me and Tim will help. Me and Tim will be.
See how silly that could be? I'll let you know if I find anything interesting. Libraries and I'm not too sure what you're fond of, Miss.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, there's nothing I can. I think.
Swords. Do you like books too?
I mean, if you ever find a book, find something that's related to like like a a sea god. You know.
Okay. Books about the ocean and books about magic.
Yes.
I'll keep an eye out for a library. And she's just gonna go leave and just roam looking for a library slash an inn that they can stay at. This is also cue for me to go use the restroom because I need to go.
You want to
Alright.
go pee?
And so we transition to Ash and Lonnie, and Ash looking back to see Lonnie is following before Lonnie kind of shifts into the visage of Foamy.
Okay.
You enter towards what you have been made aware of is a red light district as you kind of make your way further into the darker parts of the city. And you do realize what he meant by women running around with with no tops, as you do see like a beautiful kind of more aged tiefling woman, but definitely still has her figure sitting on a stool next to a doorway, wearing a corset, but nothing else, just fully exposed her entire body, as she's just kind of sitting there smoking on a cigarette, as she'll see y'all pass by and just whistle. As you guys realize that you have made your way into their red light district.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna keep an ear out on the streets for any whisperings or something of stuff.
Alright.
Any whisperings about like the current goings on or like political things or like the black market or stuff.
Okay. 'Cause, 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 Give me I guess a perception.
Okay. 17.
I'm gonna quickly put my tiramisu back in my
Hmm.
fridge because it's serious time.
Oh boy.
Tiramisu has been placed away. Now it is to be away. Okay. So, as you walk these streets and you listen out, Lonnie, are you wanting to also do something else as well?
So, I'm gonna ask Ash actually to hold on a minute. When the person who whistles at us uh, does so, I'm gonna slowly walk up, and the entire conversation will happen without me saying anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna gesture to put I'm gonna slowly put my hand forward, and then look down at the hand, and then back up at her.
She'll look at your hand and look up at you, and she'll reach out, and you can tell she has very nice, polished nails. She'll drag her middle finger down your palm and then put her hand into yours. What can I help you with, darling?
You've done quite enough already. Is there any way that I could practice painting?
I've never had somebody offer such a thing.
Is that a yes?
It's not a no.
Good enough.
She'll stand up and open the door behind her, and she's gonna lead you into the house.
Uh, cool. Ash, would you mind waiting?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait outside.
Cool.
Where's
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna
Sensual. Are you asking for anything more nefarious than something painted?
Honestly, no. I just think that you represent yourself well, and I would like to capture it on canvas.
Flattery. How polite. She will take the strings of her corset and undo them as it'll drop the floor. And she'll look at you and she'll be like, since we're not banging, so what we can do is you'll just merely pay me by the hour, which is 50 gold an hour.
I
My
as
prices are high.
I'm gonna, but like, hopefully she talks about stuff before, because I'm gonna, if she starts to undo anything, I'm gonna stop her.
Okay.
I don't have funds to do that, and I want to respect your time and your value. I'm not gonna wager or haggle you down. I just want to be clear that I don't have those kinds of funds. As I enter the room in a private area, I'm gonna drop the disguise self.
You're gonna see her immediately kind of move her head back, and she's gonna be like, oh no, I don't do this with children. She's gonna reach
No,
for a
no.
robe on the wall and put it on.
So I would like for to, like, explain. I understand my appearance may seem as though I am a child, and I hope that my sufficient articulation of myself shows that my race of a rock gnome, I'm actually a 63. I understand it may not appear to be, and I very much understand and appreciate your concern.
Still a bother, if you don't mind.
That's fine. It's
There's
disappointing.
plenty of people these days who try to bring down reputations. Doesn't
Oh,
matter what you say, it's what the others think.
this is very understandable. Um, why don't you stay in here, or would you like for me to leave first?
What do you mean?
Well, I don't have the finances to be able to meet your value and your asking. So, in order to maintain the visual separation between perceived, uh, between the perception of what might happen if two people walk out at the same time, I'd rather you be able to either exit on your own or have me exit separately. What order would you like to go in so that way we maintain your integrity?
Go back into what you were before.
Okay, fair enough. I'll do that, and I'm gonna um yeah, I'm gonna do that and leave.
Alright. Shut the door behind you as you leave.
Quick.
I didn't have the funds to um respect her value.
Oh, that happens a lot. Come on.
Okay. I'd rather
Alright.
have maintained the uh I'd rather things go down the way they did than have something happen than not be able to afford it afterwards. So,
Mhm.
yes, let's depart.
Okay.
Alright. You head away and you continue down. And with your perception, Ash, you do hear a lot of people talking about like whoever is next to be proposed. And you can hear that there's like a from what you saw in the ballots, there are more people here wanting Kennel than there are Lavender. And they seem to be talking over it like I just think Kennel would be better just because he seems so much sweeter. And I've had him come down to the district before just to give my family food. Like, it's amazing. Such a sweet older man, but Miss Lavender, she doesn't even walk these streets. She knows nothing of the poor. And they're just like discussing different things. Uh and going over who would be better for them overall. And most of them, if not all, seem to just be more towards Kennel. You're looking for any suspicious things, right? Too?
Yeah, I'm also looking for like black market stuff and like suspicious things,
Whenever
Okay.
we
rumors,
do
stuff like that.
whenever we do dip into an area where there are zero eyes on us again, I'm gonna drop my disguise self again.
As you're looking around, Ash, and you're taking everything in, you do notice a cloaked figure kind of uh dipping into an alleyway.
I'll follow you. I'll follow.
Okay.
And
You follow not too closely behind.
wherever Ash is,
Um
I am too. Just so we
okay.
don't get
Yeah,
lost or
I'm aware.
separated. Okay.
You follow not too closely behind and see them go behind through the alleyway and then duck under like an overhang, which you'll eventually duck under too. And you do see them enter what seems to be a very shady looking rundown building.
I think I'm gonna try to follow them into the building.
Okay. You you go to open the door and you realize it's locked.
Okay.
Snoo snoo.
Is there what's the building made out of?
Wood.
Wood?
Mm-hmm.
Grumble.
Dilapidated wood. It's like it looks like it's been destroyed over time by like water damage and the likes.
Interfestering. What about the ground we're walking on?
It's a mix between like asphalt, gravel, and a little bit of stone.
Okay. Is there a variety of symbols nearby, or any?
Mhm.
Any form of
Uh,
representation of things that I probably don't understand that out of character would. I mean, okay, out of character doesn't matter. Are there any things that would appear like markings of building identification to some form of underground network?
right above the door frame,
Hmm.
and it's pretty easy to spot. Uh, Among the dilapidated wood, is well carved out. Looks fairly recent, or at least it's been upkept. Is a lighter carving of a symbol of a blackbird.
Okay. Um, can I have done either an intelligence or perception check based to try to see from a distance if there was any form of knock that happened, whether it be intelligence or perception, of the person who
Um,
entered the building before us as we were intentionally following them?
I would say perception.
Do 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 do. It's not
May I
gonna
also
go
roll
well.
perception?
Yep, there it is, 6. No.
You're not sure.
Nope, neither
Neither
of
one
us.
of you are
Yeah,
sure.
cool.
Okay.
What
I
you
think we're
thinking?
gonna have to come back here another day.
I disagree with this statement. I think we need to try something. What would you
Okay.
suggest?
Oh dear.
Well, okay, what do you suggest?
That's what I'm asking you. I know you would like to leave, but I think we can at least attempt to be either persuasive. I feel honesty is the most likely path to success.
Alright. I knock on the door.
You knock. And after a few moments, you're gonna hear like creaking on the other side as the door will open, and standing on the other side is what seems to be another centaur. Very beefy, like woman centaur, who's just kind of gonna look at you and raise an eyebrow, like, "Can I help you?"
Yes, you can. We're more of looking to find out more about the city and that we just came to. Information is always a welcome, and this place seems to be a good place to find some.
Gonna kind of look at the both of you and just kind of laugh a little. So you came to the Blackwood's Den for that? I like curious souls. And she'll kind of move back a bit, kind of trotting, as she'll kind of jut her head in a way of just like gesturing you to come in.
Okay.
Nothing a little bit of curiosity can keep.
Curiosity killed the cat, but don't worry, it's not Ash's cat.
Well, satisfaction brought the cat back,
Yeah,
so.
so that's true. This is true.
Karma always kills the wicked.
Karma
Sometimes
always
I
feels
put
wicked.
peanut butter on my toast. I say in just as a mysterious term.
Ash is just like, I don't even know you anymore.
I feel like this is the
Gesture for
perfect
you all to
place.
come inside.
This is the perfect place to not know me anymore. We are in the Black Boots Den. I wave my hand in an arc over my head, making it mysterious by pulling my hand in and closing my eyes and looking down.
Being able to step in is fairly easy for you, Ash, since you realize that it's just like a one step. So it's not like multiple steps, it's just that one.
Yeah.
And you make
Alright.
your way inside, moving past the other centaur, which will just kind of look over you in a bit of a curious look as you're led inside and the door is shut behind you and promptly locked as you walk through like a small hallway before coming out in what seems to be a very large open what used to be maybe storage house and now has been turned into an enormous, from your experiences back in Blackstone, seems to be a black market.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Blackbird's Den. Look all you like.
Black wood?
Blackbird's Den.
Black bird's den. I had written down black boots. Like
No,
shoes.
Blackbird. Like the bird.
I
Yeah.
like birds.
It's like Blackstone.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do we see any monsters?
I mean, there's all kinds of people here.
Nobody else is here.
This might be a
Great.
good place to do your Asher just turns to Lonnie. It's just this might be a good place to do your little trick
I have a little trick. What's that? Which one?
with your appearance, looking like
No, I think in this kind of establishment, showing your true self is probably better. It shows an essence of
Yeah.
trust more, even though it's if you're doing business with people, it's better to be honest.
that is true. I just meant you could see who's reacting to.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have enough of sources to do it a third time, so we're good.
Okay.
I feel it's probably better. I feel like I kind of misdid it. I did it unnecessarily the first time. So, the second time I did it because I dropped my appearance inside when I was with the tiefling woman, and then I brought it back because I wanted to respect their wishes. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Understandable. Okay.
I'd rather
So-
save that for an essence of persuasion because I have one opportunity left
Okay.
for that.
Well, one thing that we want to know, being new to this town, what are the politics of both the mayors? Both of the mayors, people running for mayor. What exactly are both of their politics? Because we've all heard about how nice they seem, or how generous they are, but we haven't really heard anything about their actual policies.
Understandable. Not many people really talk about that part of it.
Really, people
It's more about
don't-
what they want.
people only really vote because of appearance or the fake performances they put on.
Yeah, that's what politics are built by. It's not about what you offer, it's about how you present yourself. But for what they've given as an offer, I think Kennel's a better pick. Kennel wants to reform this area down here into a place where we can thrive. Homes like this, and he's aware of our den, places like this would be helped. We would be put into the actual, thriving market. And homes and abandoned parts of our abandoned areas down here would end up becoming rebuilt, and people who are less fortunate would be provided with help, as well as we would see a huge stand-in of taxing against those who are a little more well off. But Miss Lavender, she's a little more cunning. She wants people to look to her as a young face, but in my opinion, She is as writhing and disgusting as an old grape. She is, wanting to tear down the entirety of our area and rebuild it to appease those who are more wealthy.
What
He keeps
is
talking about wanting to turn the slums into a garden or something stupid like that.
what are the downsides of the male running for the mayor position?
I guess the only downside is if he upholds what he's promised, as well as the fact that he's older. So there's no chance that he'll last long enough to put everything through.
I'm gonna do an insight check
Okay.
just to make sure that this is being truthful information.
From as she sees it, everything she's saying is the truth.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As she says it.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I do want to say, Ash, I feel with our line of work, it may be better to assist in the perceived less off environments.
I do think so, that as well.
Because in order to have a black market, you need to have a clientele who's wealthy enough to buy the things you want. So, I mean, you guys aren't poorly off, it's just your living environments suck. So, I understand some of the people around here absolutely are not as
The
well
black
off.
market have any.
What was that, Ash?
I was saying, I was gonna say, mention the capital of light and see if you had any connections to further cities,
Oh, good
such
point.
as the capital of light.
There's another den in the light, yes.
Do you have a names or location so we can?
How do I know I can trust you?
Well, you can't. And I'm not going to try to convince you otherwise. I mean, you let us into your den. You can ask us any question you want to. I'll be bluntly honest with everything. But
Where are you from?
I'm not from this continent.
You're one of the people from the boat.
Yes.
The airboat, yes, not a water boat.
I'm aware it's in the air.
Yeah, that rhymes. Good job.
I'm also from Ash.
Honestly, I see no
Awesome.
reason not to trust you then.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel blunt honesty is the way to show people you're trustworthy.
If the king sees it fit to put your leader in White Gulch, then I see no reason as to why you would even want to side with him, so no reason you'd go to a guard.
Cleopatra's in White Gulch?
Yes. I have sources. They said they saw her being taken there.
Taken.
Fuck.
Taken or
Taken?
taken
that's their term
voluntarily
for it.
escorted?
It could have just been escorted, but usually people who go to White Gulch don't come out the same.
Oh no.
Oh,
Snap! We get
shit.
to do a prison
I mean, me
break.
as a player. This is just me as a player saying. But
Yeah, I know, because you're not
Jesus
there. But yes,
Christ.
fully understand. Okay.
Yes, just all of us as players are just like, oh shit.
Fuck me.
Oh.
Bad.
Are you saying you weren't
The
aware
fuck?
she was taken?
No, well, it's just that she
Which-
more of just she, of course, she is the one who captained our ship over here, and so if she is captured, we can't really go back.
Don't tell me
Well,
you
we
expected
can.
to come here.
We can.
No.
We just have to commandeer the ship. I'm sure the crew knows how to work the ship. It's just,
Yeah,
we shouldn't leave without her.
yeah. Well, it shouldn't, but I'm assuming that Cleo also probably has the most knowledge of it.
Oh, for sure, yes.
Yeah,
Definitely
so it'd
design
be
and blueprint.
unwise,
Correct.
and I don't think anyone else has the experience of flying the vessel, the first vessel, as much as her.
True. Not only that, but the crew is dispersed throughout the continent now.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that if they arrested her, they might have also probably arrested others of the crew.
Possibly, yeah.
Let me put
Probably
a
not
little
the
bit of
more...
advice in your ears
Oh, fun.
for a brief moment. There's a saying where we are. You are born in the light, and then you die in the light. You've come to the light. I don't expect you to be leaving. So, you might want to get comfortable.
Yeah, but we weren't born here, so that doesn't mean we'll die here.
There's
If you're
We've
always
following by...
exceptions to the rules.
If you're talking about the phrase itself, then most likely, born here, die here, visit here, leave here. I don't know. It's not as catchy of a saying. Like, I put peanut butter on my toast. I get that, but so
I'm still very offended
I'm
by
just
this.
giving you a word of warning.
okay. Warning noted. Is there anything in the capital? What is the name of the den in the capital of Light and the location? Just so that way we can
I don't
have.
know the location,
Sure.
but if you want somebody to speak to, there's a young man donning this specific tattoo. And she'll show it to you. And it's the one I put in the PC chat.
Cool.
Yeah.
You should definitely be able to notice him. He is of, well, specific descent. How do I put this?
Snake person.
No, I'm trying to find a way to describe you. And he's going to point at you, Lonnie. What are you again?
Well, I'm a student. I'm an academic.
Race.
I'm not that fast. I'm not good at racing.
She's going to kind of
I have
just
short legs, so.
You know that thing horses do when they're irritated where they clop their hoof?
Oh, you want to race? That's why you're clopping your feet, right?
Ash just says she's a rock gnome.
And
He's a midget like you.
I do the little like rock and roll symbol where you do your pinky up, your pointer finger up, and your thumb out. Rock gnome. And then do like a little air guitar.
He's just gonna huff and then look at Ash and go, he's a midget like that one.
Yeah.
Essentially,
Tiny people.
find him.
Tiny people. Egg
His
salad.
name is Niren.
Niren?
Niren. Nirren.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say it's Nearer. Nearer.
No, Niren.
Can you spell it again?
Nirren.
Irren. Cool.
Okay.
Okay. So, good information. Do you know which White Gulch? Because I see multiple on the map.
Yeah. That's the thing. Do you know, did your sources say which White Gulch?
The one closest to the capital.
The one closest to the capital.
Okay.
I guess to see what's in the air.
What was that again?
Our guess is he wants her near him.
Maybe we shouldn't be going to the capital.
Oh yeah, it wasn't a ship. Sorry.
Yeah. Did you have any other members of the ship that were on the ship that were arrested?
I know we've had a few people come to the city that were from the ship, but no one's really asked if any of them worked for it or on it. Most people have just kind of singled themselves out as being from that place and trying to learn everything.
By the
So I'm
one,
unaware.
by the one cap closest to the capital, do you mean capital of light? I guess that is the capital, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that we stop doing that.
Doing what?
Telling everyone that we came from the airship.
You are free to do what you want. I tend to enjoy honesty.
I just mean
I won't share it
that
unasked.
do not share it when not asked. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
I mean, we asked. I shared when we asked. As
You're learning. How pleasurable.
learning. I already knew that. That's what I did with you already.
And also, just do you have any information about the tainted ones?
They're misunderstood at this point. No doubt that they are murderous, but
Murderous with a
most of
cause.
sort, not really. Those that are kept within the Tainted's Keep, or at least within the quarry, are people that are violent and are very much willing to kill whoever they come across. However, there are ones that have been born outside of the quarry or live beyond it that are of no harm. If you come across anyone with that kind of tattoo that I showed you, or their skin is cracked and broken, if they're missing eyes or mouths, they're
What
probably one of them.
What about if they have a scar and a white eye?
Never heard of such a thing.
No. Okay. So that's not something we need to be worried of.
No.
Okay.
Their skin's usually been blackened or grayed,
Okay.
and
Like burnt ash.
like burnt ash.
Okay.
Why did Odrin start like attacking them in the quarry?
Oh, he didn't start it. He's just continued it. It's been going on for years since they showed up. Since they were infected.
When did they show up?
Before I was born. So, as far as I'm aware, hundreds of years ago.
You said that they were infected?
Those that lived in the area before whatever occurred, yes, they became infected with something. No one's really aware of what it is, but we're told not to touch them, or the infection will reach us. And our children, and our children's children, and so on.
You
It's
have
more of a curse.
Do you have any feeling that perhaps that's a lie? That the curse doesn't get transferred via touch and that it's just a way to make people fear them?
Niren is full proof that it's a lie.
What is... Oh. Niren is the person in the capital of light. Okay, yeah.
His wife was a tainted.
Okay.
And he is not tainted, but he is scarred like one. Because of what they did to him.
Okay.
Well, who did?
The ones in White Gulch. Like I said, you don't come out the same.
As a player, I feel like Hodrin's shaping up to be the big bad evil guy.
Who knows?
Well, it's also purely dependent on which side you choose, which
Yeah.
big bad evil you have, because we could end up fighting the opposite side too. We could end up being, we could have ended up being more on the holy and like righteous side, but just our characters didn't end up going that direction.
I mean, we can still just do all the stuff. It's more of like where we do along the way, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What
That's good.
what wares or artifacts or knickknacks do you have? What
Various things.
I don't have a lot of money.
Well, I guess just wander the market then. See what you find. I bet there's plenty of people around here willing to find some kind of trade, whether it be coin or body part.
Okay. I will look around then and see what options they have.
Okay. Ash?
Even though, I think Ash is just like, do any of the brothels or any place do you know require that would like, a performer?
Oh. Are you a whore?
No. Don't specialize in that sort of performance.
Mm.
But some people, some brothels, they also have other forms of entertainment as well as the other part.
Musical performer, right?
Yeah.
She'll kind of
I'm
like
more
look over
used-
you. And like, she'll kind of like trot around you for a brief moment. You can feel her like briefly drag a hand over your ear just to like check you out. And then just kind of look at you like, best bet would be Latha. She's got one of the better brothels.
Okay. Okay. I will search for there, thank you.
Right.
Which, what things did they have in the Blackbird Den?
So the Blackbird's Den is home to many of like people selling various things, different stands set up, vendors. You can see they're selling like some guy is selling various dubious meats. There's people that are selling different artifacts and items. You can see one guy trying to sell somebody a magical ring, but you can tell it's not magical at all. As he's like, it's what appears to be kind of like a normal human man. As he's like, watch me as I transform, and he'll put the ring on, and his body will transform. But you can tell it's not because of the ring; it's because of something else. As he'll turn into like this weird beast creature, and he'll take the ring off, and he'll go back to normal, like magic.
What are the artifacts items?
From what you can see, there's like various necklaces and bracelets, different types that seem to have different effects. Like one is a bracelet of beauty that gives you like everlasting youth. There is from what you can tell a wand of casting, which doesn't really have a descriptor, just a price. Let's see. Let me pull up a funny little list.
A wand of casting.
Yes.
That's like a glove of holding.
I know. It's really stupid, a lot of these. There's one guy you can see who currently has, like, it's an artifact. It's like His artifact is the fact that he'll tattoo something onto you, and it's supposed to give you kind of a magical property with it.
Okay. Interesting. That's
Let's
a lot
see.
more interesting.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull up a different interesting thing. Let's see. You can see a simple fold of paper that says the deed in full letters. There is. Let's see.
After whatever this last option is, we can end with the options, just so that way you're
Okay.
not going on forever.
Because I'm trying to read something that could be interesting out to you.
Right.
Yeah. Either that, or you could roll me a 1d100, and I can go through a list.
There you go.
Okay. You
63.
can see a locket, and it's currently open.
Mhm.
As you look at the locket, it has a strange rune carved inside.
Would I be able to try to do an Arcana to see if it'll work, or to see if I
Sure.
understand what the rune would do?
Yeah. As you're looking at it, you realize the person trying to sell it is not paying attention. So you can definitely roll me an Arcana.
21 it.
Ooh. So as you kind of take a minute to look over it,
Without
as you
touching
kind of
it,
like,
just
yeah, you
getting
don't touch
close.
it. As you kind of like put your finger to your lip as you
Mhm.
kind of read the arcanic air coming from it. From what you can tell, this locket with the strange rune, the rune seems to represent the symbol of map, like a map, and it feels like it could almost show you something. I think the specific school of magic is. Hold on. I gotta find the specific school of magic because I'm stupid.
I agree with the concept, but disagree with the fact.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, it seems like it's from the school of illusion.
Okay. I'm gonna talk with the vendor.
It seems like just your normal shady tabaxi man as I lean forward, like, aye, you're looking at the fancy little look at there, darling.
Yes. What
Got good
is
taste.
what does it do, and what's the value?
Ah, there's a fun little locket, and he'll pick it up, and he'll kind of run his finger over the rune, like, says if you have the right things and the right stuff, essentially what this locket will do is it'll show you a map to your deepest desires. And the price, we need to part with it. I'll kind of look over you, look at the locket. 20 gold.
Okay. I'm gonna look through my inventory and try to find 20 gold worth of options.
Mm-hmm.
I have a book in my inventory from something somewhere that's default value is set to 25 gold. It says the book might contain poetry, historical accounts, something. I have no clue what's in it. It's not my spell book.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll kind of look at the book a little bit and just be like, what? I'd like to look at that. It wouldn't be too hard to sell to some private bastard.
Not only that, but you should be making a profit off that, knowing that you
Well,
also
shoot.
definitely raised the cost to be able to sell us, so you're making a profit off of it and already, off the locket already. So it's a double profit.
Deal.
Neat.
All right, he'll trade it with you, and then he'll take the little sign that said just said like locket on it, and you'll see him like tear it off, and then right on the piece of paper it'll say like book, and he'll put it down in front of that and just put the book where the locket was.
Cool.
Pleasure in business with you.
Of course. I'm gonna stick this inside the backpack and deal with it later.
All right, just put it down as a locket with the strange rune carved inside.
Okay.
Or map locket, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, that's probably better. Map. Okay. Oh, I named my backpack Map Locket.
Yo.
Ash wanted to go search.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. Give me an investigation.
Okay.
I would like to aid. Oh.
That's fine. I can say you can aid. You probably just like already had the locket at that point, and I can imagine you two would have reconvened. So I can go with that 20.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So after a lot of looking around and some asking, what was the name of the lady? Lynette? Did I say Lynette?
Martha.
Lartha, thank you. I knew it was an L.
Yeah.
Okay. After asking around about Alartha, you're gestured and led to a very large place that is most well kept together compared to everything else in the entirety of the areas down here. And as you step your way inside, you're immediately hit with this wave of noxious, numbing perfume as you look inside, and you can see there are women and men strewn about that are encapsulated by each other, themselves, and various types of people that come here. You can see like a goblin man just sitting there looking absolutely just dazed out of his mind, as a very beautiful elven woman is like talking him up as he's like, yeah, you don't do it like that. As he's just absolutely enjoying the shit out of himself. And at the very head of it all, you can see sitting on what appears to be a small countertop almost, is a very beautiful, dark-skinned elven woman with very long, curly black hair covering most of her body. You can tell she's not wearing much in terms of clothes, but her hair kind of covers up most of it, as she's enjoying herself, drinking this light-colored drink as she is just overlooking all of everything. And then she spots you coming in and gives you the sweetest, nicest smile.
And Ash starts, just takes out his flute, a little lute, and starts playing, basically trying to play basically like romance or like seductress music to add to the
Hey
vibes.
there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City?
Oh.
Basically, he's just trying to add to the vibes
All right.
that's already here.
Give me a performance.
Okay. Okay, that's not too bad.
No. You definitely add to it as the room filled with first just the sounds of people talking is now filled with your rhythm as it meshes pretty well. And as you kind of take a step forward, still playing your music, the woman sitting on the counter will get up and saunter her way over towards you. She's a very tall woman, very well girthed in the herps and the hips. As she'll kind of saunter her way over and stand just a few feet away from you, as she'll look up at you, well, almost even to your eyes, as she'll give you a really sweet smile. Just, well, what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm Ash. Are you Lartha?
That is me.
If you would like, I am a performer. I would like to perform for your establishment. Mostly just in the musical arts.
Do you expect pay?
Some pay, of course.
Oh, I'm sure I could spare a few for something as delightful and tasty as you are.
Thank you. Thank you. I would much appreciate that. And with the money that you give me, I could perhaps even buy a better instrument that would more suit your establishment.
Try a harp. It'll make you look even prettier.
I was thinking more of a flute, but
Are you trying to flirt with me?
I was being entirely literal at that point. It really am better at flute.
It
But
doesn't matter. It's just a joke, darling.
of
I
course,
just place a hand on your chest, give you a sweet smile and a wink, and just be like, and I'm happy to give you any other kinds of payment in return. On top of the payment I'm already giving you.
that is
My
greatly
room's open
appreciated.
anytime.
I will keep that in mind. Thank you.
Go. What's your name?
Ash.
Ash. That rolls off the tongue like honey. Right?
Thank you. Yes. I think he's just gonna focus more on playing.
You'll feel like like if you have any like breast pockets at all, you're gonna feel a clinking as you're gonna see two. As she moves her hand away, she's dropped 2 gold coins in a breast pocket. As
Okay.
she'll give you a little wave and a ta-ta as she'll saunter away.
He waves back.
Boy.
Yes. Yes, I have payment.
Alright.
The fuck?
How long do you plan on performing?
I plan on performing for at least a few hours, I think until the sun starts going down. Probably. Or depending on when we got here.
Alright,
Depending
so
on
we'll
when
say
did we get here?
You guys got here fairly near noon. So by the time the start of the sun starts to come down, you would have probably been there where you are for maybe 4 hours.
That seems good.
Alright.
Unless Lonnie wants to leave, so. Is Lonnie
Lonnie's
even with me?
comfortable. She's fine.
Like, I want to imagine at some point this really pretty, this really sweet, kind of chunkier, tiefling woman would have, started, like, combing Lonnie's hair and, like, making her feel all pretty and stuff, like, during the time in between, just, like, babying her.
She would not fight it at all.
There's, like, 3 women around Lonnie just combing her hair and calling her pretty. Being like, oh, I wish I could have babies. Won't just look as pretty as you. Just like pinching your cheeks.
Well, I appreciate that, but I'm sure you have the genetics to make a child just as pretty as you're imagining.
Maybe one day. Pokes your nose. I say for each hour that you play, she'll pay you 2 gold. So,
Okay.
For the 4 hours, you'll be paid 8 gold.
Yes. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's like Ash is just like, I'm not gonna go back to paying for tits. To playing for tits.
You'll be given some tips too. Let me roll something.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine some like really drunk patrons just being like, "That horse is pretty hot. Here's some money."
Oh, definitely.
You would have gained 46 silver.
Oh, 46 silver, yeah. It's just, yeah, but it's just like, if I'm paying, I'm getting a guaranteed pay.
Alright. So, after playing 4 hours and deciding to head back home, as you're heading out, you feel a very rambunctious slap on the behind as Miss Lartha will be like, "Come see me again."
I will.
Ta-ta. And you'll be you'll leave and head back. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess you'll meet up
Yeah.
with the group.
Yeah, and tell them the info and the deets.
Oh boy.
Give them all the
Primarily focused around Cleo and
Yeah.
in the prison.
Yeah. She's like, okay. So, Ripley,
Yeah.
Cleo's been arrested.
The fuck? We just got here.
Oh boy!
Hold on, wait, so everybody reconvened?
Correct.
Right?
I mean,
Alright,
She
Oh,
just
did I ever
got here.
find an inn or like a library
yeah.
whilst I was out using the
And
restroom?
there's like this whole people saying a lot to me, you're born in the light, die in the light. So I think that she's primarily been arrested so that she could keep the contact out from like the thing. He don't want the contact. He does not seem to want travel or contact with other lands.
I'm going to be here for a few days, and I already hate this fucking land.
I don't know. I think it's a lot more entertaining, to be honest.
I think the country is great. The ruling and the politics.
It gives me more reason to piss off the king, but fuck.
Yeah.
So what do we do now?
Well, they
Some
are
Cleo.
Cleo is on the way to the City of Light. However,
We don't know. They never told us which. They never told us which.
They
Did
did
ever
tell
tell
us
us?
which
Oh yeah,
one.
they did.
I
Yeah.
specifically
Never
asked
mind.
which one.
Sorry.
But I feel like Cleo's tough. She can make it a little bit longer. I feel like we should hit.
I heard, but
I
wait,
feel like
then
we
what
should hit
about-
this.
have they? Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but have they mentioned about a person in armor with her?
A person in armor
Like-
with her. No.
Because remember once we got to the ship, remember there was someone with her.
Oh. They didn't. They didn't. They only mentioned Cleo.
Shit. We had to find him because I think well, I don't know him personally, but and I wonder if they arrested him too because he can't leave without Cleo.
I wonder if we're gonna get to play a bigger version of hide and seek with Cleo.
Oh
Well,
boy.
oops, where did I go?
This-
Who
And
knows?
this time we're the seekers.
Yep. Except we're also gonna be the
Shit.
hiders from the guards in the prison
It's-
because we will be
it's a
breaking them out.
Yeah.
So
Hide and
are
seek
we?
exception.
So are we actually going to go after Cleo? Or
Yes, but I think
what do
we
we
should
do?
go to. Yes, but I think we should go to the City of Light first, get some training,
And
and research, and understand the concepts of the guards more. Talk about
Mirren.
yes. We have a contact with the underground black market in the City of Light.
Yeah. And well, yes, but I was going to say that Mirren seems to have escaped White Gulch before. Seems to have escaped.
So should we talk to him so he can give us information about how he escaped
Both.
or a way to get in?
Both.
All of that.
Alright.
We should go there for training, for research, for magical, possibly business opportunities. Then on our way back to the east, we go pick up Chloe, and then
Yes.
possibly
You know what? That's what I say. You know what? Fuck yeah, let's fucking do it.
yeah. I definitely think we need to have more
Also-
preparation before going into a
Oh, yeah.
gigantic
I
prison.
want to
We
say
definitely
also,
need preparation.
I want to say that this conversation is in like a private room.
Yeah. Speaking of rooms, I messaged Casey already about it.
I can pay for that. I have a platinum piece.
Okay. So Shuma would have found a room. It would have been 10 silver a person, which beep 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 money 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 money. Alright, 10 silver is 1 gold, and since there's 5 of you, including Yanetta, who's just kind of disappeared, and Jake, who's just following along for the funny little ride.
I'll pay for Jake. I'll just like put him in my bag.
Okay.
He's small. No one will know.
Put the
Jake's
cat
just
in the
hitching a
backpack.
ride.
I'll just like pick him up and just.
I was about to say, Ali, I'm curious. After watching the Puss in Boots movie, do you have a wolfman named Death around?
No.
I haven't seen that movie.
I
I'm
haven't
mad
seen
got
it at
so
all.
fucking
Oh, you
popular.
need to watch it.
It did better than
Never mind.
Avatar 2.
I hate.
I will say this: I love both of them, but Puss in Boots, the sequel definitely won me over. I love, but I actually love Avatar 2. Yes, I actually cried in the beginning. I'll tell you about it later. But what I can say is this is a childhood movie that I love, and I'm happy that I'm alive to watch the sequel. But what I can say is the first movie definitely definitely changed. Well, not changed me, but definitely gave me like
It changed.
like inspiration. I'll say inspiration.
Yeah.
And on that day, he became a furry.
Yeah.
Technically,
Right.
Disney was what all made us all furries.
True.
Whoa.
Furries are
What?
technically just any anthropomorphic like
For
animal.
me, it was the really pretty fox lady from Robin Hood.
I thought you were gonna say it's
Mary?
Sly Cooper, and I was just like, yes, same.
I think I do want to go back and play the Sly Cooper games again because it has been a while and I want to play those again.
Yeah,
Alright.
Sly Cooper was so
We're getting
What?
sidetracked.
I'm sorry.
So, you guys will go there and you will spend the night at this tavern. And the following morning, it's very clear to you that the ballots have all been put in and the voting has begun.
okay.
So, are you guys interested in at all witnessing this?
The answer is yes because you put effort into it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll definitely go into it.
So
I
All
just
right.
love
let's
Mr.
let's all
Salad
say
Box and put like I don't know. I didn't. He didn't know. No, he
You
just never
guys
mind. He didn't
would
actually.
have crowded yourselves after the following morning with everyone else around this huge platform that was made that you saw on the other day. And standing on that platform are the two people you've been hearing about. Mr. Kennel, a very what seems to be frugal and kind man. Larger, what's his little mustache? Think like what's the guy from
Chef
Phoenix
Boyardee,
Wright, Ace Attorney, Mr. Hemorrhoids Man.
Um.
Uh,
Is it
Mr.
the guy
Rogers.
in the purple suit?
no,
No,
it's
an orange
no.
shoot. He's
The orange.
hemorrhoids.
Yeah, he's hemorrhoids.
Oh, hemorrhoids. Oh.
He's like, Mia, I have to step away. I have the hanker.
His hemorrhoids are firing up.
Hemorrhoids are flaring.
Well, he looks a bit like him. Uh, so he's just this jolly big man as he's just talking with the people. As you can see, prim and proper, a very beautiful woman, standing there. And I do not have a picture for. I need to be able to find a picture for Mister. Here,
Oh, is it one big room, by the way, that I paid for? Or like.
it's one big room. It's just per person.
Mm.
Oh yeah. I was just also going to say also don't if people don't say where you're from, Ashenlands or from the ship unless asked.
Oh, because the whole
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on in this fucking island?
Yeah.
I mean, this region. Yes. Fuck.
I don't know, weird shit. Man. Weird shit.
Weird shit indeed.
Yeah, it's like but like it's the born in the light, die in the light. And it's called Aldrin's Light, so I'm
Oh, I will
assuming
say this. I will say there's nowhere in fucking hell die in this region.
uh I don't think I have any say where I die, so
Oh, that's gonna be my stance. I will if I'm gonna lay low or lay down, it will it'll be at the sovereign nation.
Oh, Grossberg, that's his name.
I will do my best.
Yes, yes. There's a cat outside. Meowing.
Leo's napping next to me. She's like just sitting on her little stool.
And then Ash also gives the information about the tainted ones as well. Yeah, so it's just we're watching we're watching the mayor elections.
Let me.
Oh, so say how is the how is the red district Lonely and Ash?
Very, very not well funded,
Hmm.
unfortunately.
That's my best idea for what Kennel looks like. I've always imagined him looking like this.
Oh. Oh yeah, that guy.
Pressburg.
Let me get out what Nerix looks like. Where's the
It's
meta
definitely
meta?
very interesting as well. I think you'd like it.
Yeah.
Kendall's elected that he actually comes through on his promises.
So Kendall is the one that we should definitely root for.
Maybe he promised that he would help refurbish like the red light district, and there seems to be generous offerings there. But
And this is Nerix.
who knows? Politicians always lie.
It's true. I mean, I never get into that type of thing, but yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have somebody to change something that's a benefit towards the everyone, including the how I say the small guys like us.
Yes. But like many politicians get rooted for say that they're going to support the underdog and then they don't.
I mean, that's why I don't know. It's just that that's why I usually prefer the whole idea of just staying in the ship or just staying and adventuring.
Yeah.
Just stay out there and having adventure and not deal with the city life. I mean, I stay a bit of city life since my family didn't, since I was raised as one.
Yes. It's certainly more interesting to be moving around. At least a bit. What about you, Shima?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking to myself. I won't lie, it is quite late. I think I might just excuse myself to my room.
This is the following day, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, we're watching people get elected. Possibly, I think, right?
Yes.
um, hmm. I guess it's not my, I don't have really to say. I can't really think of anything to say. This isn't my, town, and I certainly don't know how to lead or, you know.
Hmm.
I'm new to most of this.
Well, what does some leadership look like in from where you're from?
Teaching the ways of our God, not harming each other. There's less of leadership and more basic rules one must follow. Basic instincts that must be used appropriately.
So as you all talk amongst yourself, you're gonna hear like a from the front stage, as you'll see just an older man will step forward like, okay, we have all of the ballots currently loaded in. So I'm going to start from the I'm going to read off each amount that we have received. Coming in at, we have towards one side 2,000 or 20,218 votes. Another side 29,220 votes, and then two separate votes for a third party unknown to us. Towards that, two votes was towards a Laney, and then the one that received the 29,220 votes. And as he is about to say the name, you're going to see Miss Lavender approach and raise her hand. Just, may I speak for a moment? Of course, Miss Lavender. Go right ahead. And she'll just approach the mic and give everyone a smile. And you're gonna hear some people go like boo in the crowd slightly. And she'll just kind of smile.
Ash just raises the middle finger
I
to
know
her.
we all have had some hard times recently, and nothing can be harder than everything we've gone through. Usual is a lovely town, a lovely city, grown from the underbellies of hardships. And people like yowl in agreement. Some people will be like, "You don't know anything," and everyone's just kind of like at odds. As she'll just wait for them to go quiet before continuing. But as a sign, as a token of gratification, I will present a single toast. And as she says this, she will lean down into the crowd as a figure will like raise up a bottle, and she'll grab 2 glasses from them as well. As she'll open the bottle and pour the 2 glasses.
What
She'll
does the
hand
bottle look like? Is
it's
it just like a beer bottle, or
a wine bottle. As she'll
does
pour
it look
the wine
familiar?
into the glass. Roll me history. She'll hand 1 glass to Mr. Kiel. It is pretty familiar. It looks like one of the bottles that you bought from the bar.
The same kind of bottles that were bought by that hooded figure.
Yes.
I'm going to point that out to Timberpelt and Hans' character. Just it's the same bottles we have, the ones I bought.
She'll have one and she'll hand the other one to Mr. Kiln as she'll raise her glass to him, and he'll very politely raise his glass to her as well. To humble beginnings, Miss Lavender. And to you as well, Mr. Kim. And she'll raise the glass up towards the crowd. And whoever wins, winners or losers in the end, nobody truly loses sight of the light. As she will take a sip from her glass, and he will proceed to drink the glass as well, as they will begin to say who won. Again, at the 29,220 votes, the winner and the next mayor of Yurtle Wool is Mr. And as he gestures his hand out towards the man, you'll see him clutching his chest as he'll begin to foam at the mouth, as he will start to drop down on one knee as he's beginning to cough out blood. And you're going to see Miss Lavender as well falling to the ground, foaming at the mouth as well, and shuddering as people immediately begin to scream in the crowd, as there are now multiple people on the stage crowding these 2 people, as people are screaming, "Get away, don't look, hold on, something's wrong," as the wine bottle is shattered on the ground, the glasses have been thrown aside, and both people are currently being tended to, as Miss Lavender is being dragged off the stage while they're currently trying to tend to him, as you can hear the sounds of, "Oh my god, he's dead," as that's where we will end the session.
What the fuck?
Well, that.
What a twist!
Damn.
What the fuck?
They're both
Wow.
poisoned.
Well, shoot.
Was
I don't think I
So
should drink this
both-
wine.
You were fine.
No, I don't.
You
I don't
haven't
think I
drunk the wine
should.
yet?
I haven't drinking yet.
Okay.
I'm just saying out loud, like I don't think I should drink this wine.
Yeah, that's tonight's session.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Well then, that's one way to end the session of both people people dying.
And
Saturday.
D&D.
I didn't want to interrupt your
Thursday again.
story, but as soon as you
What?
said they drink, I'm like, oh cool, they're poison.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like,
The thing is, I knew something's gonna happen, but I wasn't expecting. Well, I should have expected that, but then I wasn't expecting someone to get fucking poisoned and fucking die.
I was expecting Keenel to get poisoned. I wasn't expecting it to be her, maybe. Yeah, poison,
They
Oh,
but
both
then
have been
again,
poisoned.
she poured it into 2 glasses. That means something. She opened it on stage, right?
Yes.
Shit, does that mean my wine's poison?
Maybe you
Okay,
should
you
not
don't
drink that
know.
wine.
yeah,
We should probably.
I had plans for this wine.
We
Yeah.
should probably. How about this? In next session, we should probably investigate our wine, just in case, just to be
I
safe.
have
Also-
2 bottles, one for me and one for me.
also technically she's still
One
not dead.
for me and one for me.
We just know that Kennel is dead. We don't know if she's dead.
Yeah, she got dragged off, but he died.
Yeah.
He went down fast.
Yeah. She
Well,
done a
Lonnie,
lot
I was
quicker
supposed
than she did.
to
Well,
say,
he
well,
is
Lonnie,
older.
I was supposed to say, well, Lonnie, I think it's time for you to fill the space as mayor.
Yeah, and
Look at
more
him, Tiger.
violently. And more violently than she did.
Jesus Christ. That's.
Wait, does fuck? Oh no. Oh no.
We'll find out next session.
Yeah.
Dragon
No.
Ball Z.
Gotta wait so
Yeah.
long.
Well, Lonnie, it's time for you to be the next mayor. Go get him, Tiger.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh yeah! She's the winner by default! If they both die!
Yay, I win! I'm the mayor now.
I didn't want this to be the sin.
Hey, Allie, thank you for electing me mayor.
We'll see.
I'm sorry, they read my name on stage.
They were at Laney.
Cool, close enough.
Yeah,
But again, we'll see next session. I thoroughly enjoyed this one.
Yeah, this is good.
yeah,
Well,
it's
this
just like,
makes me realize that this makes me realize that this audience like may be just more than meets the eye.
yeah. This session was very eye-opening.
Compared to Ashen Lands, there's more going on in in Audience Light.
Yay! Shit.
There was a lot going on over there too, but y'all just left it.
To be honest, I wish I haven't left. God damn it. All I can say is I do feel like a jackass for that.
No, it's okay. It's letting me explore a land that I created that I've been wanting to use for a minute. So, hey, either way, if y'all go back, that'll give me a chance to do that too.
Yeah. Or we could just see the after effects of what happened.
Well, my family's in Ashen Land, and I am worried what happened to them.
Well, Ash technically has family there too.
Everyone has family
See
there.
what happened.
Yeah, everyone has family there. So it directly affects us. But yes, I like the fact that if they're both dead, then Lonnie's technically mayor by default.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, that was fun session. That was awesome. All I can say is, Ali, I actually cough a lot when Foamy was introduced.
I'm sure you did. I'm
The thing
surprised
is,
no one ever remembers last names, so I have that key under my belt. So when I put Vrow Mansion, I was like, no one's ever gonna remember that her last name was Vrow, though.
Anatel was Foamy. I have
I'm
to
surprised you didn't
fucking
recognize
cough.
the descriptor, the dark bluish hair.
I mean, everyone can have. I mean, almost. I mean, it could. I mean, everyone can have the same, style. It could be anyone. It,
I mean, use the same
it could be
voice.
anyone.
I like the idea of the candles going up.
Candles.
I just wasn't expecting to find Foamy here. I mean, I know Foamy's is
I have plans
regional.
for every single character that has gone missing. Don't you worry your
You've
pretty
gone
little
missing.
face.
Fuck.
Huh?
How many have gone missing?
Tanya went missing. Ash went missing. Not you, Ash. The other Ash.
Ooh.
The demigod.
The final boss we had to fight in the last campaign.
what's his name? Lee went missing. So many people went missing.
A lot has happened, and I will imagine the people, yeah, people we know that were affected by the actions, well, we made, or the actions that was along, basically the stuff that happened during that last campaign.
Lee went
I don't blame them for
missing.
basically just leaving.
So many
Wait,
people.
Surrey, not
Marie?
Marie.
Oh, Surrey.
Siri. No, shit,
Oh,
Siri.
Surrey. Fuck.
They're
Me, my granddaughter.
All right. Well, great session, guys.
that
Yeah.
was
Really
fun.
enjoyed it.
And